అది ఫ్లష్ అయిపోయింది. సో భీష్ముడు ఆ చిన్న బేబీని భీష్ముడి దగ్గరికి తీసుకెళ్తే టచ్ చేయమని టచ్ చేశారు, కానీ లైఫ్ రాలేదు. అశ్వత్థాముడు కూడా టచ్ చేశాడు, లైఫ్ రాలేదు. కృష్ణుడు మాత్రము టచ్ చేస్తే లైఫ్ వచ్చింది, ఎందుకంటే హీ వాజ్ అ పర్ఫెక్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ అ బ్రహ్మచారి. Brahmachari is a bachelor who always takes in the
Krishna bachelor?
So అందుకు ఉత్తర వాళ్ళకు
Pariksha means?
Pariksha means test.
Test. Wow. He was trying to see who is Krishna, right? That's why you are saying Pariksha.
So
రేపటికి రెడీ చేస్తారు. కళ్యాణ్ శ్రీనివాస్ కళ్యాణ్ రేపటికి
he was thirsty. So
వచ్చేదానికి జనాలకి దారి తెలియదు కదా, ఇది ఓపెన్ చేస్తున్నాను అంటే గరాజ్ డోర్ నుంచి వచ్చి వెళ్తాం.
మెడిటేట్ చేస్తున్నారు, డీప్ మెడిటేషన్లో ఉన్నారు. సో ఏమి కావాలి పరీక్ష అడిగారు, కానీ ఇవ్వలేదు. పరీక్షకి చాలా ఒక let's test him if he's really meditating or not. So ఒక dead snake తీసుకొని ఆ ముని మీద వేసి వెళ్ళిపోతాం. సో అప్పుడు బాయ్స్ అక్కడ కాటేజ్ ముందర ప్రే చేస్తుంటే కొందరు వాళ్ళు చూసి తన సన్ శృంగికి చెప్పారు. సో శృంగి ఏం చేశారంటే he cursed Parikshit that he would that a snake called Taksha, the most poisonous snake in the world, will bite him and he will die in seconds. So Parikshit tells me, so how can I get
in Mukkan, they are troubling you.
He just said entire yesterday's story to them. Giving a recap for yesterday's story. Trying to give.
Very good.
Start.
In chapter, he is asking me some question. What was that?
How was Krishna a brahmachari?
What did you say?
I said the 16,000 gopikas were the munis who did tapasya for a long time in Treta Yuga.
Yeah, but he's married and he has children also. So how can he be brahmachari? What did you say? Tell them, Bhagavan SriKrishna is not an ordinary human being like you and me. If we have the hands, we can do some work or eat. If we have the legs, we can walk. If you have the eyes, you can see. If you have the mouth, you can eat or you can talk. But every part of the body of Krishna, eyes, mouth, hands, feet, can do every job of all the other parts of the body. Krishna can not only see with the eyes, can also eat. Krishna can not only do some work, can create. Krishna, by looking, he can eat, he can kill, and he can give moksha also. How can you eat with your eyes? Because he is Krishna. How do you know? She cooks, your mom cooks every day a lot of food items. She keeps before Krishna and she says Krishna Arpanam. Before offering, she says food is made, food is prepared. But after offering to Krishna, she says prasadam is ready. So how did food become prasadam? Because the minute she keeps in front of Krishna and says Krishna Arpanam, that Krishna will eat that food with his eyes by looking at it. By looking at it, Krishna can eat. Got it? How can you say Krishna can kill with his eyes? In Kurukshetra war, in Bhagavad Gita, 18 battalions were there. Arjuna was hesitating to fight. You know what Krishna said? Amma, if anyone of you feel you cannot sit on the floor, you can sit on the chair. So Krishna, when Arjuna is hesitating to fight, you know what Krishna said? What is it you are fighting and you are killing? Mayai vaite nihataha purvameva nimitta matram bhavasavyasachin. Hello, my dear ignorant Arjuna. What is it that you are killing? These fellows are already killed by me. They are already dead snakes. You just beat them with your gandivam and you take the credit that you killed them. Krishna can eat by looking at the food that we offer. When you say wholeheartedly Krishna Arpanam, that one word Krishna Arpanam is a very powerful word. He can eat. He can kill. He says, Arjuna, I already killed them. By looking at them, he can take away their life. How can you say Krishna can even feed you? You know, suppose your dad has a good job, lot of money. You know, he thinks no end of himself. He thinks, I am like Krishna. I have a big house, I have a lot of money, so I am like Krishna. Indra is one of the chota mota devatas. He is not a big shot, he is just a chota mota. Means at the most like a mid-level manager, not even the senior manager. But he thought no end of himself. He thought no end of himself. And the ignorant people of Nandagokulam were worshipping Indra. Krishna, little boy of 7 years, said, what is the point in worshipping chota mota devatas like Indra? Let us worship the Supreme Lord Narayana. And he is a representative of this Govardhana Parvata. And people are worshipping Govardhana Parvata. Indra got annoyed. Started raining heavily, unimaginable downpour. Gopikas, Gopalas were so scared. Krishna said, no problem. just lifted the entire mountain, 7-year-old boy, and kept it on his little finger for 7 days non-stop. Made it like an umbrella. And told all the people, come on, come on, come under the umbrella. You are safe. Thousands of Gopalas and Gopikas, lakhs and millions of cows came under the big umbrella of the mountain. Now, during that time, there was no gas stove, there was no electric stove, all fire, only firewood cooking. But they cannot go out, it is just a downpour, firewood is all wet. So how can you eat? How can they cook? Not 1 day, not 2 days. Suppose Bhagavatam, you will say for 2 hours, you will sit afterward, I'm hungry, I want to eat something. For 7 days, who gave them food? No cooking. Krishna. Okay. Krishna cooked?
No, he gave it with his.
Huh?
He gave it with his eyes.
He gave?
With his eyes.
Exactly. Just Krishna looked at every one of them. Everybody felt as though they are full. Everybody felt as though they ate laddu, jalebi, Mysore pak, sweet rice, yogurt rice, everything. Krishna can only feed, can feed people by his looks. Krishna can create by his looks. Krishna can wipe out with his looks. Krishna can do everything just with his eyesight. Krishna can eat. Got it? Therefore, yes, Krishna married. Yes, Krishna had children. But Krishna doesn't have to produce children like you and me. Krishna, just by looking at them, they are completely mesmerized and they are in cloud 9 and they didn't know what is happening. And by the time they come out of their cloud 9 back to the earth, that's it, they are pregnant. So Krishna is glorified in the Vedic literature as Anadi Brahmachari cha Krishna Vyasana Karshakaha. If at all there is a perfect brahmachari, now you don't understand. When you grow big, you will understand. If at all there is a Askalita brahmachari, is Krishna. And that is what is there more than proved when that little lady, Uttara, Abhimanyu's wife, when she delivered the baby was without life because that fetus was scorched by the Brahmastra released by Ashwadharma. And Dharmaraja Yudhishthira heard, if at all there is a perfect brahmachari and if he touches, then the lifeless lump of flesh will come back to life. So what did they think? Okay, Bhishma is still there, he didn't leave the body yet. Why not we go to Bhishma because he's a brahmachari and ask him to touch? Bhishma said, hello, you people are thinking brahmachari means not married. No, not married is not just a brahmachari. Just not married will not qualify you as a brahmachari. In the mind you should not think of any sense gratification or any sensual pleasure. With my words I should not talk anything about enjoying marital life. With the body I should not indulge in, then only brahmachari. I promised Satyavati's father, because my father Shantanu wanted to marry Satyavati, so that my children will not come in competition for the kingdom. I promised her father, okay, I will not marry. That's why I remained a brahmachari. But by then I am a grown-up guy. I am more than 20. I had my own thoughts. Hundreds of times I thought how to get married, how to enjoy, how many wives, how many children and all that. So how can I be a brahmachari? Just because I promised, I remained a bachelor. Got it? And he said, Dharmaraja said, it's okay. Come on, for the present you are the only best of the best of brahmacharis. Bhishma said, I will touch, it will not come to life. And he touched, it did not come to life. Then Dharmaraja did not know what to do. All right, even though he is a crook, Ashwadharma is the one who is the brahmachari who released the brahmastra. So let us go to Ashwadharma himself and fall at his feet and ask him to touch. Ashwadharma, what he said, hello, I am only an unmarried person. So you are thinking I am a bachelor. But in the true sense of a brahmachari, I am not. because my mind is polluted with lots of things. I'm not. Since you wanted, I will touch it, won't come back to life. It didn't. No other way. No other way. Krishna came and said, Dharmaraja, can I try and touch the lifeless lump of flesh and see whether it will come back alive? You know Bhima? You know Bhima, right? One of the 5 Pandavas. Big man with a big gada in his hands. Just right, Krishna, are you kidding? We are here in such a big troubled state of mind. Our only hope, our family dynasty has to continue with this. You fellow with the 16,108 wives and 10 children with each one of them, 16,000. No, Bhima is, I do not have to behave like you to get a son like Ghatotkacha. No, I do not have to behave like you to get a son through your wife Draupadi. Just by my sight itself, I can impregnate. Just by my sight itself, I can eat. Just by my sight itself, by looking at them, I can kill. Don't believe me? Look, you know what Krishna said? If at all I am a perfect brahmachari, askarita brahmachari, may this lifeless lump of flesh come back to life. And he touched, the baby started crying, came back to life. That is Parikshit. Got it? In spite of Parikshit coming back to life with the blessings of Krishna, and in spite of Parikshit Maharaja having had the darshan of Bhagavan Krishna, mini Krishna, this much Krishna, who went inside through the nose of his mother Uttara into the embryo sac and removed that Brahmastra. But if you develop a desire for hunting, ahimsa is the greatest dharma. If you don't follow and resort to himsa, you can fall victim to Maya. That is how Parikshit Maharaja on a hunting trip went, unfortunately overpowered by ego. I am a king asking for water, and this Maharshi pretending to be doing meditation and not answering my request and giving water. He brought a dead snake and put it in his neck. Right? Shamika Maharshi, he was really in meditation. He didn't even know whether the snake was alive or dead. He continued to be in meditation. He didn't even open his eyes. He was not scared. But some kids saw that, and Shamika Maharshi's own son Shringi was there somewhere in the forest playing with the kids. They said, hey, we saw a snake in your father's neck. They didn't even know it was a dead snake or living snake. Shringi came running. Even he was scared to go near his father because there was a snake. Even from a distance he saw a snake in his father's neck. If you become a good boy, right? Will you become a good boy? Whatever you say will come true also. Whatever you say, if you say let there be rain, it will rain. If you say let there be no winter, let it be 80 degrees today, it will become 80 degrees. 5-year-old boy Shringi, he just cursed. Whomsoever may be that arrogant fellow who put a snake in my meditating father's neck. The 7th day from today, the most vicious snake, Takshaka, will come and bite, and that fellow must die. He didn't even know whom he is cursing. And he is a 5-year-old boy. And we cannot underestimate Parikshit Maharaja. Because just before that, when Parikshit Maharaja was there on a hunting trip, Dharma Devata, Dharma personified, is there in the form of a cow. A cow should have 4 legs to be comfortable. What are the 4 legs of Dharma Devata? Satyam, Daya, Dharma, Satyam, Daya, Shaucham and Danam. Satyam, Daya, Shaucham and Danam. It is personified as a cow. But otherwise, these are the 4 parts of Dharma Devata. Even in Kruta Yuga, only in Kruta Yuga, Dharma Devata was there, 100% followed by all the people. Even in the time of Rama, Treta Yuga, only 75% Dharma was followed. Krishna, the Supreme Lord, but still only 50% of Dharma is followed. We in the Kali Yuga follow only 25%. So 25% means 1/4. 1/4 means out of the 4 legs, only 1 leg. That's how it is personified as Dharma Devata dragging its body on 1 foot. Can you walk on 1 foot? Suppose you have to walk on, are you not ashamed to do this? As long as I am here, I will not allow this to happen. You know what Sim personified said? All right, you will not allow me, but tell me, where can I go? I also have a right to live. Yes, I am sin personified. Yes, I do all forbidden things, but show me, where can I go? That is when Parikshit Maharaja said, you know what he said? Wherever animals are killed and eaten for their own food, wherever there is himsa going on, go and stay there. That is why in Kali Yuga they say eating non-veg is forbidden. If you start eating non-veg, you will never become religious. Period. No questions about it. Second one, wherever there is no truth, go there. Wherever there is no cleanliness, go there. Means wherever there is alcoholic drinks being consumed, go there. 4th place, wherever there is no truth means gambling, etc. Yes, you can get married, you can be happy, you can have children. But no live-in boyfriend, no live-in girlfriend, okay? No relationships outside marriage and extramarital affairs. Wherever illegal contact between man and woman are there, go there and live. So these are the 4 places sin personified is living. Got it? Therefore, 4 things a devotee has to avoid. Number 1, absolutely no killing of animals and eating meat. Absolutely no alcoholic drinks. Absolutely no gamblings, etc. And absolutely, you can get married, but nothing outside marriage. Got it? Kalipusha said, it's not enough. Can you give me some more space? Some more space. You know, Parikshit. Then he said, wherever there is greediness, too much attachment to money, too much attachment to gold, too much attachment to material possessions. Go there. So that is how Kalipurusha is personified and living there. Therefore, devotees will avoid these things. Right? Now comes, if that were to be the case, how come Parikshit Maharaja did such a mistake? Because he also was indulged in hunting that day, and he also did have a lot of fancy for money, gold, etc. That is why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Trividham narakasyedam dvaram nashanam atmanaha kama krodhas tatha lobhaha tasmat etat trayam tyaje. Lobham, greediness. What even by greediness? Then your mom is in trouble. Oh, I make $200,000. That means I have to give $200,000 to temples, charity, then how can I live? Then how can I pay the mortgage? Then how can I pay the bills? How can I pay the electricity bill, water bill? No. Greediness means if you make $100,000, you don't have to give all $100,000. Now, Mukund, look at this gentleman who came just now. Look at that man. Why did I ask you to look at him? Why did I ask you to look at him?
Cute.
Why do you think I asked him? You're afraid to say? You know what? If this man is married, he should wear a dhoti like a married man. He is wearing a dhoti as though he is a brahmachari. He is looking for a girl to get married. Right? Right? You are not married. You can wear a lungi-like thing, but a married man should not have. Krishna is observing us. You are not doing it for my sake. Okay, not only he. Look at your mom. You think she is a good girl? Today she is not. Because every day she used to wear her sari with 9 years. But now she is thinking today, I am still not married. I can wear a 6-year sari. According to Vaishnava dharma, a man who is married must wear a dhoti properly with a pancha kacham tucked in 5 places. First tuck here, second tuck here, third tuck here, fourth tuck in the back, like that 5 tucks should be there. Pancha kacham. A married woman must have a 9-year sari. So today mummy thinks she's only 18, she's not married. She can look for a good boy to get married. She is thinking. In every act we do, our personality is reflected. Everything. I know tomorrow they will not come, doesn't matter, but they should know. Do you think that gentleman is a good boy? No. No. Huh? Why he is not a good boy? Sir, you had Samashrayana? No. That is the other bad boy. No, that is the worst of the things. The reason I am saying, number one, he is not wearing a dhoti properly. He is still thinking he is a bachelor. He can look for a girl. Number two, he has only one fine red line only. No. You know what you have? Only one fine red line? Hello. I am not interested in Mahalakshmi as a mother to give me moksham. I am only interested in Mahalakshmi to give me money. That's all. Mahalakshmi can not only give money, she can give moksham also. That's why when you do Sharanagati, the first Sharanagati you do at the feet of Mahalakshmi. You remember that verse? What Bhagavad Ramananda said? Bhagavad Narayana Matana Dupara. No? You know it? You better learn it. Chippy. అర్థం నాకు అర్థం కాదు. తీసుకురాయ్యా ఎవరు రాలేదని నేను తీసుకురాలేదు. ఇందాక వచ్చేది బుక్స్ పోయింది. Bhagavad Ramanuja, you know what he did? He did Sharanagati. And his first Sharanagati is at the feet of Mahalakshmi and on our recommendation at the feet of Narayana. That's what he said. Bhagavan Narayana Vimatara Rupa Swarupa Rupa Aishwarya Sheela Janavadikachaya Asankheya Kalyana Gunaganam Padmavanalayam Bhagavatim Shriyam Devim Vichyanapainim Niravajyam Devadeva Divya Mahishim Akhil Jaganmataram Asmanmataram Asharanya Sharanyam Ananasharna Sharanamaham Prapachhe. Got it? So, without Sharanagati, if somebody is thinking, I am a good boy, I'll donate $1,000 to a temple, I'll construct a Rama temple in India in my village, you will not get moksha. With these things you can get only Swargalokam. And how long you will live in Swargalokam? As long as your punya karma is there. You remember 9th chapter? Te punyam asadya sura indra lokam ashtanti divyam divideva bhogam tetam huntva Swargalokam visharam kshine punye marcha lokam vishanti. Correct? So, they will give you only Swargam but not moksha. And you know what Ramanuja said? Tat praptayecha tat padambujadvaya prapattehe anyanname kalpakoti sahasrenapi sadharamastiti manvaraha. Other than Sharanagati, if somebody is thinking, I am donating some money, right? I am building a temple, right? I am a good boy. I once in a way do some puja, japam, etc. You will not get moksha. Only Sharanagati guarantees moksha. Next thing, we are talking about good and bad. Good means in everything we should be good. Everything we do should be good. So, what did Krishna say? If you make $100,000, you don't have to donate $100,000. Priyanka, are you listening? You don't have to worry. Greediness means in Satya Yugam or Kruta Yugam. Suppose mommy made $100,000. If suppose mommy is there in the Kruta Yugam, they used to donate 50% of their earnings to charity, 50%. That means $50,000 they used to 50% of their earnings they used to give to charity, dharma. Treta Yugam, by the time Rama came, come on, how can I give so much money? So it became one half of it. Even during Rama's time, what is half of 50%? 25%. Only 25% they were giving for charity. By the time Krishna's time came, Dwapara Yugam, come on, how can I give even 25%? Only half of that. 12.5% only they were giving. By the time Kali Yuga came, Krishna knows, oh my God, it is my money. I am working hard. How can I give? Krishna made it 6.25%, one half of it. In Kruta Yugam, it was 50%. Hello, Priyanka, you thank your star you are not born in Kruta Yugam. If you are born in Kruta Yugam, if you make 100,000, you have to give 50,000 to charity. Thank your star you are not born in Treta Yugam. If you made 100,000, they were donating half of it, 25%, 25,000. Were you born in Dwapara Yugam? Half of it, 12.5% you have to give. Thank your stars you are born in Kali Yugam, the most worst of the worst Yugam. So only 6.25%. So greediness means, what is today date? March? March 8th. Another 1 month, 1 week, right? All the people have to submit their tax returns to government. So, when you are filing your tax returns, you have to make sure whether you are greedy or not. How do you make it? How do you know? Your total income this year 200,000, 6.25%. Did I donate 12,500 at least, 6.25% to charity? You have done that, you are not greedy. You have not done that, you opened up a door to go to hell. Trividham narakasya idam dwarham nashanam atmanaha. Kama krodha. Kama. Very difficult to overcome. You know, in my language what they say? You go to a 90-year-old grandpa, very old 90-year-old person, and say, Grandpa, you want to get married. You know what he will say? Who will give me a girl? Means if somebody is ready to give a girl, he is ready to marry. But he will never say, shut up, I am already 90 years old, what nonsense are you talking? What marriage for me at age 90? Stupid, don't talk like that. He won't say. You know what he will say? Who will give me a girl? That means if somebody is willing to give a girl, he is ready to marry. So desires they cannot overcome. Krodham, for every little thing we get angry. Are you not getting angry with your dad and with your mom? We all get angry. This is another biggest problem we have. Desires we cannot control. Right? Anger we cannot control. But there is one thing under your control. What is it? Just signing you are putting a signature on your check to donate at least 6.25%. At least one door to hell you can shut down. Got it? That's what Krishna says. If somebody is saying something, don't accept it. Sir, did Krishna say that? Because our people have created so many stories. So many stories. You know what? That man wants to make a lot of money. If he wants to make a lot of money, you know what he will do? He will ask his friend, hey, we'll make a lot of money. There is the biggest business where you will get 1,000% profit, 1,000% profit. That is called a religious business. That's called a religious business. You know what he will do? He will say, we have to first invest. We have to first invest a minimum of at least say 100 crores, 500 crores. Then within 10 years, you will make 50,000 crores. How? Simple. I will put some makeup on you, and I will call 10 people and say, worship him, you will get children. Worship him, your cancer will go away. Worship him, right? You will get lot of money. So they create a god. That is how in Kali Yuga, a lot of new gods have come into the market. Right? They create gods. They create gods. They will dress him up. He may be not following any dharma. He might have eaten meat. He may not be following anything. He may not know any Vedic scriptures. He may not do Sharanagati. But they will create a show. Dress him up like a god. Get 10 people, pay them $1,000 each, and in front of the camera say, I got cancer. I went to that god and my cancer is cured. She never had cancer. She was paid $1,000 to say that. I never had children. I went to that Babaji and I got children. I never had any money. I went to that Swamy. I am blessed with lots of money. They create a hype. Got it? And in a matter of few years, 40 years, they advertise in TVs, they advertise in newspapers, they create big temples, and they create a show. And after 30-40 years, he's a big god. And the money, as I said, investment 500 crores, returns 50,000 crores. Where do you get that kind of investment? That kind of profit. If somebody is doing like that, you should say, did Krishna ever say that he will incarnate like this Swamiji, Babaji, etc.? Did Krishna ever say, is what they are following is exactly what Krishna says? So, how can you say that? Ask him. You have been worshipping that Swamiji for so many years. How come you are still eating non-veg? Why your Swamiji never told you not to stop eating non-veg? So, either your Swamiji is fake or you are equally fake. Did the people who follow that Swamiji, ask them, are you still eating onion and garlic? What happened? How come your Swamiji did not tell you? Either your Swamiji is a fake or you are also fake. You should not eat anything that you cannot offer to Krishna. Where did Krishna say that?
In Bhagavatha.
Where? You remember that? Yajna sishtashinas santo sarva kilbishaihi bhunchate te tvakam papa ye pachanti atma karanat. Right? If you cook something and without offering to Krishna, we are eating only sin. Then ask them. You say you have a Swamiji, you follow Swamiji. How come you are still eating? Got it? Last but not the least, by worshipping that Swamiji, are you sure you will get moksham? If not, either your Swamiji is a fake or you are equally a fake devotee. Because Krishna says, Mam ekam sharanam raja. Got it? Mam ekam. Today is a bad day to talk about it, so let's leave it for today, because their sentiments will be hurt. If at all they are worshipping other Devi Devatas, you know what Krishna said? Kamai staistaihi hrutajnanaha
Prapatyanti devataha tam tam evaiti kaunteya
tam tam nimamastaya
tam tam nimamastaya
prakrucha niyatasvaya. Because their minds are polluted with desires. Simple. Today there is a sale in Walmart. Let's go to Walmart. Tomorrow there is a sale in Amazon. Let's go to Amazon. Day after tomorrow there is a sale in Macy's. Let's go to Macy's. That's all they are interested. Their mind is polluted with desires. And somebody will create a story. If you go and worship that God, you will get children. If you go and worship that God, you will get money. If you go and worship this God, you will be healthy. There is no proof. But people follow it. Because their minds are polluted with the desires. Right? Suppose, if you say, hey, if you go to other Devi Devatas, for want of a better word, can you say you are stupid? They'll get mad at you. Can you say you don't have brains? They'll get mad at you. If you say you don't have brains, they'll get mad at you, right? Where did Krishna say you don't have brains? if you go to other gods. You know where he said? Tell them, don't fight with me, man, go and fight with Krishna. Don't fight with me, I am like a parrot, I am repeating what Krishna said. What did Krishna say? Antavattu phalam tesham tat bhavati alpamedhasam. Alpamedhasam. You know what is alpamedhasam means? He is a smart kid. A smart kid will have a kilogram of brain. The other boy is worshipping other Devi Devatas. Alpamedhasam. Smart kid will have a kilogram of brain. Dumb kid will have 10 grams of brain. That's all. If suppose somebody is worshipping other Devi Devatas, what does it mean? Hey, you only have 10 grams of brain, man. That's all. That's why you're alpamedhasam. You understand? Krishna is brutal in his attack on other Devi Devatas. Krishna is not like, I scratch your back, you scratch my back policy. No. Either you do it or get lost. Krishna is not interested in having 1,000 people follow him. Krishna is interested only in a few good people following him. Where did Krishna say that? You know it, నువ్వు చెప్తావా నేను చెప్పనా ఆచార్య కట్టుకుంటే అన్నీ మర్చిపోతావు మనుష్యాణం సహస్రేషు కశ్చిత్ యతతి సిద్ధయే యతతామపి సిద్ధానాం కశ్చిన్ మాం వేత్తి తత్వతః. You understand? Krishna is not interested in all Tom, Dick and Harrys. If you take 1,000 people, only one is interested in following Krishna. And if there are 1,000 people who are thinking of following Krishna, only one will actually do that Sharanagati, and like a Pativrata will follow that Sharanagati and will get moksha. So if you really want to get moksha, 1 in 1,000 will try. And if there are 1,000 people trying, only 1 in 1,000 people who are trying will get. So what is 1,000 thousands? 1,000,000. Tell him, you want to be 1 in 1,000,000 or you want to be 1 among the 1,000,000. You see, one proposition changes the whole meaning. You want to be 1 in 1,000,000 or you want to be 1 among the 1,000,000. Krishna wants you to be 1 in 1,000,000. That means India, Karma Bhumi, Punya Bhumi. You know India population? 150 crores it seems. 1 crore is 10 million. That means in 1 crore of people, 1 in 1,000,000 will get moksha. That means in 1 crore, 10 people. 150 crores of population. Yes. 1,500 Mahatmas are there in India who follow that Pativrata Bhakti. Pativrata Bhakti means only one husband. Only one husband. Right? Physical husband for the body. Spiritual husband for the soul, Krishna. So there are 1,500 Mahatmas only who will get moksha. Where 150 crores? I'm not saying in Punya Bhumi there are no good people. But don't think everybody who puts on a religious grab will get moksha. No. Got it? And where did Krishna say, you must follow Pativrata Bhakti? How many times Krishna said?
3 times.
Wow, you are very smart. 3 times. Where did he say that?
In the Bhagavad Gita.
Where? In what chapters, what verses? Look, you should be telling Bhagavad Gita next time when I come, okay? If you come across a lady, just ask a simple question. You are 8-year-old, right? You are 7 or 8?
8.
You can ask them, nobody will mistake you. Simply say, Madam, are you married? If she says, yes, I am married, just ask him, do you have only one husband? If she says, yes, then ask her, do you have 10 boyfriends also? She won't beat you. If I ask her, they'll beat me. But if you ask her, they won't beat you. You're a small kid. Exactly. Just like a woman who is married, instead of being loyal to her husband, she's married but has 10 boyfriends also. We call her, we hesitate to use the word, bluntly speaking, prostitute. Vyabhichari. In Sanskrit it's called Vyabhichari. Krishna, in a sacred book like Bhagavad Gita, at the end of every chapter, it is Srimad Bhagavat Gita Su, Upanishatsu, Brahma Vidyayam, Yoga Shastre. It is the Upanishad, Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastram. In spite of that, Krishna is using the word, let your bhakti be not prostituted with other Devi Devata worship. 3 times. 13th chapter, 11th verse or 10th verse. Bhakti avyabhicharini. 14th chapter, 26th verse. Bhakti avyabhicharini. Got it? And 18th chapter, 33rd verse. Yogena avyabhicharinya dhrutisana partha sattwaki. Is Krishna out of his mind? ये पागल बन गया क्या? You know, in Hindi they say, ये तो पागल बन गया. Means he became mad. He is out of his mind. In a holy book, sacred book like Bhagavad Gita, right? Yoga Shastra, Upanishad, Brahma Vidya, Krishna is using such a strong word. Let your bhakti be. He did not say pativrata. The opposite of it. Let your bhakti be not a vyabhichara bhakti. 3 times. That is the problem. That is why many people don't read Bhagavad Gita. That is why many people, even though they explain Bhagavad Gita, these 3 verses they will not explain. Because even the so-called gurus themselves are doing it. You understand why they don't touch this topic? Suppose this guy is eating onion or masala dasha is his favorite. He will never bring the topic for discussion, don't eat onion girl, because he himself is eating. Right? Suppose he himself is worshipping Durga or other Devi Devatas or other Babas, etc. He will never bring this topic of these 3 verses, Bhakti avyabhicharini, Bhakti avyabhicharini, Yogena avyabhicharinya. You understand? If he is not doing it, why can't he have the guts to say openly, Bhakti avyabhicharini? That is the reason why Krishna says, only 1 in a million will come to me. You understand? We are not trying to put down anybody. Amma, anybody who knows Tamil here? Oh, Tamil theriyuma? Tamil da. In Tamil there used to be a very simple proverb they used to tell us. Kutran kutranda Paramashivane pannalu. A mistake is a mistake, even if it is committed by Paramashiva, they say. Mistake is a mistake. If they don't follow Pativrata Bhakti, no moksha. No moksha means no moksha, period. Mukunda, are you getting? So can you ask that question? Are you a Pativrata or not? Blunt question. What do you mean? I don't mean physical marriage. Your spiritual marriage with Krishna. Your spiritual marriage with Krishna. Mam ekam sharanam raja. Right? You suppose they say we are Tamil. Hello, they say they are Tamil. How can you tell them in Tamil? They say, Tamil people, we don't know Sanskrit. Tamil is everything for us. Good. How to tell them in Tamil? Ask them, hey, did you ever go to a place called Srivilliputturu? Did you ever go to a place called Srivilliputturu? Do you know there is a great devotee called Andal there? Do you know that Andal has composed 30 great verses in Tirupavai? And you know what Goda Devi said? What did Goda Devi say? Exactly what Krishna said, Pativrata Bhakti. Goda Devi said, Gunaki Namachivo. Pativrata Bhakti means Gunaki Namachivo. Tell them, you keep on extending it. Gunaki Namachivo. Krishna and Krishna, nothing other than Krishna is Gunaki Namachivo. Tell them, do you know one more thing, madam? Have you ever gone to Alvar Tirunagari? There is a Mahatma called Nammalvar there. And that Mahatma got a very great student. What's his name? Madhura Kavi Alvar. And that Madhura Kavi Alvar, not Madhura Kavi Alvar. And that, there is another Mahatma called Tiruppan Alvar. That Tiruppan Alvar, okay, in Amaranathipuram, the Tiruppan Alvar in Amaranathipuram, you know what he said? Yen amudinai kandakangal matrundinai kanave. This is Pativrata Bhakti. You don't think that only by knowing Sanskrit you will get moksham. Even if you follow Divya Prabandham, you will get moksham. That is why Bhagavad Ramanuja said, Prabandham is equally important as Vedam. Got it? If they say they know Sanskrit, tell them this is what Krishna said. Mam ekam sharanam raja bhaktihi avyabhicharini. If they say, we don't know Sanskrit, no problem, come to Alvars. Godara Devi said, Unakke namachaivo. Tiruppan Alvar said, Namudanai kandakangal matrundinai kanave. Right? Can you remember these two lines? Then suppose they say, I don't even want Krishna. I don't even want Krishna. But I want moksha. What will you tell them? Suppose somebody says, I don't want Krishna, but I want moksha. What do you say? Tell them, let us go to Alvar Tirunagari. There is a Mahatma called Nammalvar, and that Mahatma got a student or a disciple called Madhura Kavi Alvar. You know what he said? Kanninam Shiruttambinar Kattunna Panniya Perumayan En Appanil. Who cares about this Krishna? Why do I need this Krishna? When I have a Mahatma like Nammalvar, by serving this Mahatma, moksham is there waiting at my doorstep. You know the concept of Sharanagati? When you follow Sharanagati verbatim, forget about death. Death will not even touch you. Yamadharmaraja's servants will not touch you. Even the moksha devata will be there waiting at your doorstep. The minute you say, Krishna, I am ready, Krishna, that's it. Moksha devata will take you to Vaikuntha. And this Mahatma, Madhura Kavi Alvar says, why do I need even Krishna? Why do I need Krishna? That great Krishna who allowed himself to be bound by a rope by his mother Yashoda and became Damodara. Even I don't need that Damodara. My Acharya Nammalvar is enough for me. Suppose this lady says, I don't know Tamil. I don't know Tamil. Tell her, it is not only Madhura Kavi Alvar. There is a Mahatma called Vedanta Desika. You know what he said? In Raghuvira Gadyan, he says, Shabari Moksha Sakshi Bhuta. Tell her, they all know Ramayana. They all know a great devotee by name Shabari. Rama did not give her moksham. Rama was only a witness for Shabari ascending to Vaikuntha. So, Rama is not glorified in Ramayana as one who gave moksham to Shabari. Rama is only a witness. Shabari moksha sakshi bhuta. How did Shabari get moksham? By worshipping her acharyas. Okay? Matanga Maharshi Sishyas. Just by worshipping. You know what? Our cinemas have ruined Ramayana. They say Shabari ate the fruits and it tasted fruits she gave to Rama. No. Shabari is a dharma nipuni. Dharma nipuni means one who meticulously followed dharma. Nobody will taste and give to Rama. In fact, you know why? Rama was so humble before Shabari. You won't believe it. In Valmiki Ramayana, Rama was so humble before Shabari. And you know what Rama asked Shabari? If it is not inconvenient to you, can you show us where your acharyas used to worship? Where your acharyas used to do the homam, etc. Then she said, it's okay Rama, come I will show you. She took Rama and Lakshmana to the place where the Homakundams were there, where her acharyas were worshipping. She took them to 7 lakes or the small ponds, like small swimming pools, like small hot tubs. Okay? Rich people will have jacuzzi, hot tub, everything, right? So like that those Maharshis had. You know what she said? My acharyas, with their tapas shakti, every day used to go to the 7 samudras and take bath. When they became old, they could not go. So you know what happened, Rama? All the 7 samudras became small hot tub over here. This is where my acharyas used to take bath. So such was the greatness of Shabari. And that Shabari, you know what she said? Rama, I wanted to go to Vaikuntham to serve my acharyas along with them. But you know, it is my acharyas who said, Rama will be coming this way in his Vanavasam. Stay until that Rama comes. Give him proper hospitality when he comes here. Then you can come. Right? That is why I am waiting, Rama. Now that you have come, now that I offered you some fruits, now Rama, give me permission. I want to go to my acharyas. That's all she said. And she ascended to Vaikuntha. Got it? So that Kanyanam Shiritambina is so powerful. You know that? Good. Go ahead, Amma. Tell me what are your questions so far. So, don't think you are only 7 years old. Don't think you are hardly 50 pounds. Don't think you are like this, very lean. You have Krishna with you. To say, Bhaktihi avyabhicharini. Bhaktihi avyabhicharini. Yogena avyabhicharinya. Right? You have Krishna to back you up. Mam ekam sharanam raja. Right? You have all words to back you up. Unakke namachaivo. En namudanai kanda kangal matrinanai kanave. You have another all word to back you up. Kanyanam Shiruttambinam Katurna Panniya Pirmaya Nenapana. See how many people are there to support you. Telugu kada Mainiko. Upata Gurtunda. Ramadasa I think sings. Takkuve mi manaku Ramundokadundu varaku. You know what that Ramadas sings? Hello. What the hell I care about all these people when my Rama is there with me? Right? When Rama is there with you, do you have to worry about Maricha? Do you have to worry about Ravana? Even Ravana, so great, could not stand before Rama. Indrajit, so great, could not do anything to Rama. Right? All the tricks, dirty tricks of Maricha could not do anything to Rama. So when Rama is there on your side, why do you have to worry about anyone else? But it Pata Mai Kasabu. Vichanika Pata? Radha. Vakalain Bhachudan. Asal Radha. She is scared today. Very good. So if Rama is there on your side, you have everything. If Rama is not there on your side, complete the sentence. If Rama is there on your side, you have everything. If Rama is not there on your side, you have nothing. Yeah, complete the sentence means you have nothing. Right? I have a big house. Your house will not come with you at the time of your death. I have 4 sons and 24 grandchildren. They will not come with you at the time of your death. I have $4 million in my bank account. Your money will not come with you at the time of your death. The only thing that comes with you is Krishna. How do you know Krishna will come with you? Suppose he is a very argumentative person. He says, tell me, how am I to believe you that Krishna will come with you when at the time of your death? What do you tell them? Nerchukora. Your mom says you remember everything I say, right? So suppose somebody is asking you, sir, you say at the time of your death Rama will come with you and then he will protect you, right? So how am I to believe it? What do you tell them? What do you tell them? Tell them, aham smarami madbhaktam nayami paramangatim. Okay, tell them. We have proof for everything. Whatever questions they have, we have answer. Got it? That's how you should be. If they say, how are you? How am I to believe you? That Krishna will protect me at the time of my death. Tell them, sir, Krishna said, if you want to get moksham, antakale chamameva smaran mutva kalevaram. You must think of Hari, Hari, Hari in the last minute, then only salvation. If not, yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajantyante kalevaram tam tame vaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. Got it? Whatever you think at the time of your death, that's what you will become. So today we will touch upon, there was a great king Bharata, very religious person. After some time he renounced everything. He is a king, Maharaja. He is a king, Maharaja. But he renounced his palace, his queen. Yeah, that's okay. Give to someone else. Why are you holding? You can give to someone else. Sir, you can still be seated, sir.
No, sir. I think
hold his hand, or he will fall down. Hold his hand, sir.
I'm good, sir.
Okay, now coming back to, he is a Maharaja, king. Paina kurchoni indake chepparu. He is a king, but he renounced everything. He renounced the palace, the queen, the servants, the money. He went to the forest for his meditation. A Maharaja living in a palace, sitting under a tree, sleeping under a tree, rain, hot sun, doesn't matter. Good. One day he went to a small lake to take a shower, to take a bath. A poor deer came to drink some water. All of a sudden it saw a lion in the back roaring. That's it. The deer was so scared. And it tried to jump and cross the lake and go. But it was a pregnant deer. The force with which it jumped, it just delivered the baby deer and it ran away. That newborn baby deer just fell into the water. So cold water. The baby deer is shivering. And the water is just carrying it. This great Mahatma Bharata, he took pity on the newborn baby deer. Poor thing, it is going to die if it is in the water. Let me help it. What all he did, he just lifted that baby deer and kept it on the ground. That's all. But the mother deer was scared and it ran away. There is nobody for the baby deer. Where will it go? It was with him. It will just go there, eat some grass, again come back. He will be meditating, it will come and sit in his lap. He will simply say, okay, okay, go. Again after 1 hour, it will come back and again sit in his lap. Oh, come on, are you hungry? He will just pick some grass and say, okay, eat, go, go, go. Night time he has to sleep. The baby deer, it will also come and sleep with him. Without his knowledge, Bharata developed an attachment for the deer. Without his knowledge. He did not do anything other than, when it comes, okay, go, eat some grass and go, drink some water and go. That's all. At most you will pat it, that's all, nothing more than that. But without his knowledge, sometimes it is very late, it didn't come. His mind will be thinking, I don't know what happened to the poor deer. Is it alive? Or did some tiger eat it? Without his knowledge, he is thinking. And finally, one day, he is a great Mahatma. He did so much meditation. So he knew In a few minutes or a few seconds he is going to die, he is going to leave the body. Same thing, the poor deer came and again sat in his lap. And as expected, Bharata was thinking, oh poor deer, I'm leaving, what will happen to this poor deer? And he died. So his last thought was, yam yam vapi smaran bhavan, the deer. That's it, in the next life he became the deer. But because he did so much meditation, even animals do not have any inclination about Bhagavan or their previous life or anything. But because this deer is special, because this Mahatma Bharata did so much of meditation, he could remember his past. He was cursing himself. What a stupid thing I have done. Is it only to become a deer? I left my palace, I left my money, I left my power, I left all the luxury. Is it to attain salvation or is it to become a deer? What a stupid thing, what a stupid thing I did. Constantly thinking I did a stupid thing. Very soon he left the body of the deer. Now this time he is born in a priest family. As the youngest child, they already have so many sons. Now this person remembers the 3 births. This time I am born in this priest family. Last time I was a deer. Before that I was a king. I had attachments, I became a deer. No more attachments. Even though he can speak, he pretended he is dumb. He won't speak to anyone. If somebody asks, I don't know, that's all he used to say. Even though he can see, he will pretend as though he doesn't see anything. Suppose she wears a nice saree and asks Bharata, how is my saree? He'll say, what? What? Means pretends as though I am blind, I don't even see you. He pretends. Right? Suppose she sings a nice song and she asks Bharata, how is this song? What? Indicating I am deaf, I can't hear. He can hear. So even though, India there was a great man, Mahatma Gandhi. He kept 3 monkeys in his room. There are pictures. One monkey will say, close the eyes. Means bad things I don't want to see. One monkey will keep its mouth. Bad things I won't talk. Another monkey, it will close its ears. Bad things I won't listen. He behaved, so Gandhi got the clue from Jadabharata. So this Bharata behaved like a retarded child. Behaved somebody with autism. That he cannot see, he cannot speak, he cannot hear. Because he was thinking, if I keep on looking at people, talking to people, listening to people, again I'll get attached to something and again I'll miss my Krishna. So this time he behaved as though he is a retarded child. Retarded child. You know how retarded he behaved? Including his own parents. They will tell him, hey, can you please go and get some vegetables? What? He will say, this fellow is stupid. Even the parents used to say that. All the nice food items they will give to his other brothers. When it comes to him, even the parents used to give him rotten food, leftover food. He never complained. Krishnarpanam. He never complained. They used to give him all donkey work. Wash the dishes. Yes, sir. Clean the floor. Yes, sir. Finally, you know what they said? When the crops are there, birds will come to pick the grains and eat. So they always used to keep a servant. They'll be giving him a sort of a mechanical thing. You keep on rotating, it will making some tuck 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 noise, so that the birds will not come for the noise. The parents asked him, go to the farm and take this tick tick machine and keep on rotating it, so that the birds will. Okay, he went there and he is doing. So happened, there was a king, and that king did not have children, and he had some stupid priests. Those stupid priests told that king, hello, if you want to have children, you should give Nara Bali. You should bring a human being and offer as a sacrifice to Kalika Devi, Bhadrakali. Then you will get children. But there is one thing, you should tell that person, I'm going to offer you as a sacrifice, and he should come willingly. The king said, no problem. Offer them 10 crores, 20 crores, 100 crores, so that somebody will come. The servants went and asked, hey, the king wants to have children. He wants to offer you as a sacrifice to Vaikuntha. Will you come? King will give you 10 crores. Everybody said, hello, 10 crores, 100 crores, if I am alive, I can enjoy. If I am dead, what is the use of that money? Nobody came forward. Nobody came forward, because if you are dead, what is the use of that money? Finally, they came to this Jada Bharata, this artistic person Bharata, and said, the king has no children. He simply smiled. The king has to offer somebody as a sacrifice. He'll give you money. Will you come? They said, okay, this fellow is willing. And he doesn't even want money. Right? So they took Jada Bharata. And they wanted to offer Bharata as a sacrifice to Bhadrakali. Who is Bhadrakali? Who? Anya Devata. How is she related to Krishna?
She's a sister to Krishna.
She is what?
She's a sister to Krishna.
Almost de facto sister. Not real sister, de facto sister. And who is she before becoming his sister?
Yoga.
Yoga Maya. Okay? We'll come to that when we talk about Krishna. When Krishna's mother, Devaki Devi, was expecting the 7th child in Sri Vaikuntham, Narayana calls his Yoga Maya and tells her, the first 6 kids born to Mother Devaki are killed by Kamsa. This 7th pregnancy of Devaki is none other than Adisesha, to be born as Balarama. This child cannot be killed. Vasudeva and Devaki are under house arrest. Vasudeva had another wife, Rohini, living in Nandagokulam, but once again visiting her husband. So, Yogamaya make an embryo transfer from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. Everybody will think Devaki had a miscarriage. And because Rohini is visiting her husband, okay, she might have become pregnant. This child will be born to Rohini and will be Balarama, none other than Adisesha. I will be born as the child, 8th child of Devaki. Yogamaya, you be born as the daughter of Yashoda. Within 5 minutes of our appearance, I will come to your mother Yashoda, you come to my mother Devaki. Since we are swapping the mothers, you will be my de facto sister. Okay? And people will worship you with the 14 names. Amba, Shambhavi, Bhadrakali, Uma, Katyayani, Gauri, Vaishnavi, Narayani, Kanyaka, etc. Rudra had 11 forms. In 11 forms, Rudra will marry you. In 3 forms, you will be a spinster without marriage. Kanyaka, Narayani, Vaishnavi. And since you are my you are coming as my de facto sister, except moksham, sarva kamya varaprade. Anything materialistic, no problem. I'll give you the power to sanction that. Got it? That is how Bhadrakali. So since that Bhadrakali is a de facto sister of Krishna. And not only that, how do we know? Krishna went to Yashoda, that little baby girl Yashoda gave birth, she came to Devaki. And Kamsa, as usual, is the most horrible fellow. Meer Vrindavanam poyinara. So you're waiting for July.
Yeah.
So when we go to Vrindavan in July, we'll take you to Krishna's birthplace. A room just this size, where Kamsa used to come and kill the newborn babies. And when Kamsa came to kill the newborn baby girl, she just slipped from his hands and reappeared as Bhadrakali in the sky and said, stupid fellow Kamsa, you cannot kill me. I am Yogamaya, the de facto sister of Narayana. You cannot even touch me. And my Lord, Srimad Narayana, has already appeared to kill you, she will say that in book. So that is how we know Yogamaya is none other than Bhadrakali. So here when Jada Bharata, Jada means retarded. He is not retarded, he behaved as though he is retarded. When Jada Bharata was brought and ready to be sacrificed in the temple of Bhadrakali, that statue of Bhadrakali could not even think of anything worse than a pure devotee like Bharata being offered as a sacrifice. You know what she did? The statue came back to life. The statue came back to life. And there was the fellows were there with a big sword to cut the head of Jada Bharata and offer a sacrifice. She just took her Trishula and killed all those fellows. And she grabbed that knife and cut off their heads. The fellows who were ready to sacrifice Bharata. You know what she did? You know how to play football? Kalika Devi was playing football with the heads of all the fellows who wanted to sacrifice Jada Bharata. Got it? So, if you think of anything, why you are born as a boy? Because in your previous birth, in the last minute, you were thinking of a male form. Maybe your husband, maybe your son, maybe your brother, maybe your father. Your karma is good, you are to be born as a human being, so male human being. If your karma is bad, you would have become a male cat. You thought of a male, your next birth will be a male. Depending on the karma, a male cat, a male dog, a male pig. Okay? Same thing. Why is she born as a woman? Because in the last birth, in her last minute, a female form was there in her mind. Could be the wife, could be the daughter, could be the sister, could be the mother. A female form. Her luck is good. She is to be born as a human being. She is born as a female human being. If her luck is bad, karma is bad, she would have been born as a female cat, female dog, female donkey. That's all. So yam yam vapismaran bhava. Okay. If you think of something, you will be born as that. But if you think of Hari Hari, you will get moksha. Correct? The problem comes, we'll go to the next topic in Bhagavatam, Bhudevi. This Bhudevi is so kind to us, very kind to us. She asked one incarnation of Narayana as Varaha. As Varaha Swamy, Bhudevi married Varaha Swamy. Right? She asked, okay Swamy, as Krishna you said, only if you think of Hari, Hari in the last minute, moksha. If not, whatever you think, that will be your next birth. Okay. Suppose this man dies when he is awake. He will make every effort to think of Hari, Hari, Hari. Suppose he went to sleep and he is dead. While sleeping, the mind is not under your control. You are getting some weird dreams as though you are in so many distant places, so many new people. We don't know, there is no end for the dreams or something that you get. If he were to die in his sleep, how can he think of Hari? He becomes sick. You become unconscious. You get into a state of a coma, unconscious state. You see, he is like a stone, no consciousness at all. If he were to die, being sick in an unconscious state, how can he think of Hari? Right? Unless you think of Hari, there is no moksha. If you think of something else, you will become that. But you die in your sleep or in an unconscious state, what will happen to him? Varaha Swamy, he was so merciful. I told you, at the time of death, that there is nobody, Krishna is there for you. Exactly, Varaha Swamy said that. Namely, let them do Sharanagati. Let them do Sharanagati. When they do Sharanagati, even if they were to die in their sleep, even if they were to die in a state of a coma, in an unconscious state, if they cannot think of me, I will think of him. I will think of him and I will hold his hand and take him to moksha. So what else you want? That is what Varaha Swamy says, Sthite manasisu swaste sharire satiyo naraha dhatu samye sthite smartha vishwarupancha namajam tatastam mriyamanastu kashta pashana sannibham. Kashta. Ask your mom, did you sleep well? She will say, oh, I slept like a log of wood, muddulaga nidrapaina, like a log of wood. So kashta, even if you were to die in your sleep, pashana, look at that fellow, he is like a stone without any consciousness. Even if you were to die in a unconscious state, pashana, like a stone, if you cannot think of Krishna, Krishna says, aham smarami madhaktam. Guarantee by Varahaswami. You see the greatness of Sharanagati? But the problem is, they don't want to do Sharanagati. That is the thing. Nobody wants to pass the exam. They want to do some cheap tricks and pass the exam. It's not possible. Our silly tricks will not work before Krishna. Okay? That is the greatest assurance you have got. If you do Sharanagati, you are in America for 4 or 5 years, right? Who is the President of America? Joe Biden. You know Biden, right? Does Biden know you? That's it. So, without doing Sharanagati, you may say, I know Krishna, I know Krishna. You may know Krishna, but Krishna doesn't know you. Krishna doesn't care to know about you. Krishna doesn't care to know about you. But you become a chess champion, international champion, or a Olympic gold medalist. Then President Biden himself will call you, hi Mukund, congratulations. You became an Olympic gold medalist. Come to the White House, let's have coffee, right? Let's have breakfast, right? So the president will call you. Right? Exactly. If you are by yourself, Krishna doesn't care about you. But the minute you do Sharanagati, Krishna says, yes, I know that little boy. I know that little boy. What will Krishna do when you do Sharanagati? Krishna has a private secretary. What is his private secretary's name? Vishwaksena. Vishwaksena is his private secretary, come assistant, come chief of staff, come everything for him. Vishwaksena, okay? Narayana will call Vishwaksena. Vishwaksena, you are the one who is maintaining my diary. You are the one constantly disturbing me. Swamy, Treta Yugam, come on, get ready, you have to become Rama. Amma, Mahalakshmi, get ready, you have to become Sita Devi. I am busy thinking of something. You will come and say, Swamy, Dwapara Yugam, come on, you have to go Krishna. Mahalakshmi, you have to go in 8 forms. Get ready. So, you are a get ready man, right? Come on, open your diary, turn your pages. Today, this little boy Mukund did Sharanagati. From today, turn the pages. This boy will live for another 92 years, 4 months, 3 days, and 6 minutes and 2 seconds. After those 93 years and 6 minutes and 2 seconds, write Mukund's name in your diary. When that time comes, just as you say, time to become Krishna, time to become Rama, remind me, Swamy, time to think of Mukund. If that boy were to die either in his sleep or in a coma, if he cannot think of me, don't worry, remind me, I will think of him. I will hold his hand. Aham nayami. Nayami means holding your hand and leading you. I have to lead him. Got it? Then comes the question. Why people don't do Sharanagati? Okay, your good friend sitting in the back. You had Sharanagati?
No, Swami, Bharya.
Not yet. No, I have not had Shamashanam.
Why? I thought you were a smart kid because you are chanting Bhagavad Gita. You know the verses in Bhagavad Gita.
So the main problem for us is, I don't cook anything with onion or garlic, but unfortunately I'm working, so I'm not able to eat at home all the time. So there are times that I also eat outside.
Okay, I'm not saying don't eat outside. You can select your food in every restaurant, in every big place, in every cafeteria. There is a salad bar. You can go there. You can go attend all the meetings. You can take a big plate. There is carrot. There is lettuce. There is cottage cheese. There is ice cream. There is chocolate milk. You can take big plate of all these things, and you can sit with your friends. 1 second you can say Krishna Arpanam and eat. Okay, and your friends will say, "Oh, healthy food. You are on diet." In their opinion, you are on diet for a body. In your opinion, you are on diet for the sake of Krishna. I'm not saying don't go to the restaurant. Just because you went to the restaurant, nobody is bringing a chicken biryani or an onion roast and then stuffing into your mouth. You can order. Okay, there is no salad bar. You have to place an order. You can call, "Hey, come on. I need some special diet, man. Get me some nice vegetable fried rice. Make sure no onion, no garlic." "Yes, madam." Right? They already have the rice, they already have the vegetables, they already have everything. Whatever you say, no onion, no garlic, wonderful vegetable fried rice. Okay? "Yes, madam, you'll get it." 1 second, close your eyes and say Krishna Arpanam, that's all. Why do you have to say Krishna Arpanam? Yat karoshi, yadashnashi, yat juhoshi, dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tad kurushva madapranam. உங்களுக்கு என்ன பைத்தியமா? இவனை தெரிஞ்சு why you don't do Sharanagati? If you don't mind, only 9 years back I took sannyasam. No, 1 second. Don't mistake me. I had my Sharanagati 42 years back from my Acharya. That Mahatma 44th Srimad Bhagavatha who built the Rajagopuram in Sri Rangam. But I worked in this country for 32 years. I worked in this country for 32 years after my Sharanagati. I had to attend a lot of meetings, I had to attend a lot of conferences. Almost every day we used to have what you call staff meetings and medical board meetings. They know. I always tell them, free lunch, big meetings means free lunch. They always bring fruit. This man, he won't eat, only fruit plate for him. They see you 1 week, they see you 2 weeks. They bring everything, you say, I don't want it. Then some fellow will feel guilty and say, what do you want? Just get a fruit plate. You can eat fruit plate. Just because your working is no excuse for not doing Sharanagati. Your working in America is all the more an asset for you to do Sharanagati. Because any meeting is there in a cafeteria, you can go to the salad bar. Any big meeting is there in a restaurant, you can order food of your choice. So your excuse is dumb excuse. Give me a better excuse.
No.
Your husband is not permitting. You said you point the finger at him.
Swamy.
You know one thing? If your husband is not willing to do Sharanagati, as a married woman you should not do Sharanagati unless your husband gives you permission. Because your father did Kanyadana. Kanyadana means the entire power of attorney he had over you, he transferred it to him. Even if you want to do Sharanagati, if the husband is also not doing with you, he must give you permission. Sharanagati is not to have a fight every day in the house. Sharanagati is to have a peaceful living in the family.
No, we'll definitely, we are actually seriously thinking about it. யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம் டெஃபினட்டா இப்போ போய் இந்த வருஷம் குழந்தை பிறந்த அவுட்டு
ஏன் இப்போ குழந்தை இருந்தா ஃப்ளைட்ல நீங்க பிரெக்னென்ட் ஆயிருந்தா வரக்கூடாது ரூல் உண்டா? When you are pregnant that you cannot take a flight, is there any rule like that? Why don't you go tomorrow morning? Hello sir, do you drive a car, sir?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you drive a car. I see. You have insurance for your car?
Yes, sir.
Why? After all, your Mercedes or BMW is only $60,000. For a stupid $60,000 car, you have insurance. You bought a house at the most $1 million. You had house insurance, flood insurance, fire insurance. You have health insurance to go to the hospital. For all little things, you have insurance. Your car, your house, your health. You can enjoy when you are alive. You're alive or not is decided whether your soul is there with your body or not. How come you don't have insurance for your soul? You don't drive a car without insurance, right? How are you driving this car without insurance for the driver?
Definitely do it, sir.
Hello. Definitely do it. When do you take insurance, sir? Yesterday. When should you have insurance? Yesterday. Today is already too late. Tomorrow, God knows what will happen. Simply tell your boss tonight, hey, something urgent came up in the family. Off for 1 week. What can he do? At the most he will fire you. How can he fire you when Krishna is there on your side? That's it. Take tomorrow morning flight. Go to your Acharya, do Sharanagati and come. You are pregnant, all the more reason. You will be so fortunate even to have the child included in your Sharanagati. And the minute the child is born, then take him again. The question is, we are only looking for, no offenses, dumb excuses, lame excuses for our not doing Sharanagati. You say you know the entire Bhagavad Gita. Sorry, you will not get moksha. You say you know the entire Divya Prabandham. Sorry, you will not get moksha. He says, I don't know anything. I don't know one verse in Bhagavad Gita. I don't know anything in Divya Prabandham. I only know only one verse in Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshaya vaja. I know only 2 lines in Divya Prabandham. Kunakke namachevo ennavadane kandakangal matrine kandavi. He will get moksha. How come this basic thing is not taught to you either by your parents or by your teachers or by your... How many lectures you would have heard? How many Swamijis you would have gone and prostrated? How many Upanyasams you heard? How many Vaikuntha Krishna's Upanyasams you heard? How many Ananda Padmacharya lectures you heard? How come? Nobody confronted you with a direct question. If you are driving a vehicle without insurance, be prepared. Yes sir, will accident give you an advance notice? Hey, go and get insurance tomorrow. Today itself, Allstate or Geico or something. Because tomorrow morning you are going to have an accident. Will the car give you an advance notice, sir?
No, sir.
Then how do you think that death will give you advance notice?
No, sir.
Death is the worst accident, right? The worst and the biggest accident that we can expect is death. How come you didn't take insurance? And everybody says PhD, M.Tech, software, MBA, manager. What happened to all your intelligence that did not teach you that you are not the body? You had 1,000,000 bodies so far, that you are the Jivatma, that the Jivatma transmigrates from one body to the other body. Mukul, how do you know that the soul keeps on taking one body to the other body, depending on which karma? How do you know? Huh? Garbha Narakam, okay, that is take birth. But where did Krishna say that you will take birth? That is Shankaracharya said. If you say Shankaracharya, then somebody will say something. So give something else. What Krishna said, so nobody can question. Bahunam Janmanamante, that is, if you don't think of Krishna. Right? How do you know that your karma will force you to take another body? Turn back. Okay, turn to your mother. Okay. She is wearing a nice saree today. Right? Ask her, Mom, how long you will wear this saree? 1 year, 4 years, 10 years. Afterward, exactly, the saree becomes old, torn. She will dump it. And what did Krishna say? Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grunhati naroparani tatha sharirani ihaya jirna anyani samyati navani dehi. So your mom can wear that saree for 1 year, 4 years or 10 years. Once it becomes torn or old, she will dump it. She will not cry for the old saree. She will dump it and she will buy a new saree. What will be her new saree? If she has 50,000 rupees, she will buy a big border jari kanchipattu saree and wear. If she has only 10,000 rupees, she will buy a Binni silk saree and wear. If she has only 1,000 rupees, she'll buy a cotton saree and wear. And if she has no money, she'll beg a neighbor, give me a cloth, I have to cover my body. Same thing. Once you have gone through the karma with this body, the soul dumps this body as mercilessly as you dump an old saree. And what will be your next body? Sura, Nara, Tiryak, Sthavara. Her next saree can be a 50,000 rupees silk saree, pattu saree. Your next birth can be a Devi Devata. Her next saree can be a Binni silk saree. Your next birth can be a human being. Her next saree can be a cotton saree. Your next birth can be Tiryak, means horizontal. Animals, birds, snakes, any cat, any dog, any donkey, any snake, any bird. Her next saree can be nothing, a second-hand cloth begged from somebody. Your next birth can be a tree or a plant. Sura as Devi Devatas, Nara as human beings, Tiryak, horizontal, means animals, or Sthavara, like a tree or a plant. Got it? You cannot avoid it. Because Krishna says, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrutyuhu dhruvam janma mrutasya cha.
Tasmata parihasyate natto visheshitamahasya.
Yama, you know all these verses, right? Tamil nalla theriyuma?
தமிழ் தான்
அதான்
இப்போ தெலுங்கு நேர்ச்சுకుంటున్నా.
அதுக்காக எனக்கு ஏன் கேட்ட தெரியுமா? தமிழ்ல தான் ஒரு நல்ல வேர்டு இருக்கு. எல்லாம் தெரியும், ஆனா எதுவே பண்ண மாட்டேன். எல்லாம் தெரியும், ஆனா எது முக்கியமா அது மட்டும் பண்ண மாட்டேன். ஒரு நிமிஷம். அதுக்கு தமிழ்ல ஒரு நல்ல டைட்டில் இருக்கு. சொல்லுங்க, என்ன டைட்டில்? அவளுக்கு எல்லாம் தெரியும், ஆனா எது முக்கியமா கண்டிப்பா பண்ணவே மாட்டேன். அதுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல தமிழ்ல ஒரு நல்ல அட்ஜெக்டிவ் கொடுப்பாங்க. என்ன சொல்லுங்க? சொல்லட்டுமா? படிச்ச முட்டாள். Did you hear the word படிச்ச முட்டாள்? தெரியுமா? கேள்விப்பட்டீங்களா? Exactly. Our ancestors, they coined the right word. She knows Bhagavad Gita. She knows Vasamsa Jitnani. She knows Maam Ekam Sharanam Raja. She knows Anyadevata Bhaktas. She knows everything. But you don't do Sharanagati. ஏன் தெரியுமா? படிச்ச முட்டாள் means you are only an academician. You are not putting into whatever it be. What is the number one priority? You know padicha muttal means? Educated stupid. Educated but stupid. Why? Look at herself, look at everyone. She knows how to go to high school. She knows how to go to college. She knows how to get into university. She knows how to get married. She knows how to get children. She knows how to come to America. She knows everything under the sun, except I must go to an acharya and get my Sharanagati done immediately. But she is a gold medalist in the university. She knows Bhagavad Gita. She knows how to come to America. She knows how to get green card. She knows how to get a corporate job. She knows how to manage everything. She doesn't know how to manage her own Jivatma. You got it? The most important thing is Telugu baga chetama Telugulo padyam telusna ఆఢ్యుడొక్కడున్న అందరూ పూజ్యులే లెక్క మీద సున్న లెక్కినట్టు. If you have that number 1, you put a 0 next to that, it becomes 10. You put another 0, 100, another 0, 1000, another 0, million. You wipe out that 1. She has 2 zeros. She has 4 zeros. He has 6 zeros. You have 8 zeros. You get my point? If that 1 is there, any number of zeros have value. If that 1 is there, any number of zeros will have value and will increase their value as a 10, 20, 10, 100, 1000, million. But if that 1 is not there, what all we have is 2 zeros, 4 zeros, 6 zeros, 8 zeros. If you have that Sharanagati, you have everything. You don't do that Sharanagati. Sorry to say, you have nothing. Your PhD will not help you for moksha. Your corporate job will not get you moksha. Your $1 million house will not get you moksha. Your BMW car cannot get you moksha. Your high status in the life will not get you moksha. Your 4 children or 20 grandchildren cannot get you moksha. Nobody can get you moksha. If not, you're a smart kid. Emma, anybody who failed your exam when you were in the college?
Perfect.
Good boy. You know why I asked? When I was there in the college, failed the exam in March, do in September. Fail again in September, again March. March, September. Over there, March, September, March, September. Over here, again birth, again death. Again birth, again death. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrutyuhu dhruvam janma mrutasya cha. Why are you taking such a big chance? You are pregnant. All the more reason to do Sharanagati. All the more reason to do Sharanagati. You can be proud to tell your son, hey, thank you my boy, thank you my boy. I did Sharanagati when you were there in my womb.
It's a little baby girl song.
What is it?
Baby girl song.
Baby girl, all the more fortunate. Okay? You can tell, I'm so happy. At least because of you, I could do Sharanagati.
We'll definitely do Swamy.
You know, sir, if you don't mind, insurance should have been taken yesterday, sir. Today is already too late, sir. Because you never came across a mannerless fellow like me. A mannerless fellow like me who will directly confront and say, PM. PM means Pachimutta.
No, Swamy.
Because
Sometimes
you never came across a person who is so blunt. Because our Acharya insisted like this. If not Sharanagati, so what? So what? Nobody got moksha. Nobody got moksha. That's what yesterday we were telling in Bhagavatam. Khatvanga got moksha in 48 minutes. 48 minutes. He did immediately. Swanishta. He did Swanishta Sharanagati. If you are there at that level of following Acharam like an Acharya, you can do Sharanagati by yourself. You don't need an Acharya. Swanishta. Vuktinishta. Acharya will tell you, repeat Vuktinishta. Acharya Nishta. Suppose that child, 6 months old baby, is brought for Sharanagati. That child cannot repeat. Okay? The Acharya will repeat on behalf of that child and he will do the Sharanagati on his own recognition. He is there arrested by the police. Right? You can go and pay $5,000 bond and get him out. Or he himself can pay his own recognition. Write a check or credit card and what do you call self-surety, self-guarantee. Swanishta, Acharya Nishta, Vukta Nishta. There are various things. Got it? If not for Sharanagati, we have wasted already so much time. We have wasted so much time. Anyway, coming back to what are your next questions, Swamy? Next question, sir. So, this one, Varaha Swamy, in Bhagavatam, Varaha Swamy is the most important episode that is there described. Why it is so important? Number one, it is only Varaha Swamy who gave us that blanket insurance. Namely, if you do Sharanagati, you cannot think of me at the last minute. I will think of you and lead you to Vaikuntha. And how did this Varaha Swamy come into picture? After Sharanagati, as long as you don't make 2 stupid mistakes, your Sharanagati is valid. One, Anya Devata Puja. Anya Devata Puja. Your Sharanagati will be ruined the minute you think of doing Anya Devata Pujas. Anya Devata Pujas means anyone other than Srimad Narayana's full incarnations is Anya Devatas. However great they may be, their Sharanagati is ruined. They will not get moksha. They have to take another path. As Krishna says, Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchah. Whatever be your sanchita karma waiting for you for the next million births, he will wipe out. With one button, delete. Then what is the difference between Hare Krishna people following and Sharanagati people? Hare Krishna people talk so big about Hare Krishna mantra itself. What is the difference between Hare Krishna and this Sharanagati? Exactly. Madhva Sampradayam follows Bhakti Yoga. Ramani Sampradayam follows Sharanagati. In Bhakti Yogam, in the Nyaya Shastra, it is called Markata Kishora Nyayam. If you have to cross, if the baby monkey has to go from here to there, the baby monkey has to hold on to the mother like this. The mother monkey will not hold. So in Bhakti Yogam, you have to hold on to the feet of Krishna 24/7, including at the time of your death, Antakale Chamameva. Just then the mother monkey will definitely transport you from here to there. Bhakti Yogam is like a Markata Kishoranyayam, like a baby monkey holding on to the mother. You have to hold on to the feet of Krishna 24/7. And in Bhakti Yogam, you have to wipe out all your Sanchita karma. Karma can be wiped out in 4 ways. Mukund, what are the 4 ways you can wipe out your karma? Machpeva. Danam. Huh? No. Danam, Japam, Homam and Prayashchitta. Dana, Japa, Homa, Prayashchitta. We cannot do that kind of dana because for so many mistakes we made. They used to say 100 Masha Pramana, 500 Masha. Masha means like a Burad dog, 1 grain of Burad, like 100 grains of gold, 500 grains of gold, like that dana. If not, Japam. That is doing Bhagavan Namam hundreds and thousands of times. For every sin we commit, there is this much Japam has to be done. If not, Homa, by doing the Ahuti in the Homa. If not, Prayashchittam, for eating forbidden food. Eat only 1 meal a day for 1 week like that. Or do not eat anything on the Dasha Purnamasas, etc. Like that, various Prayashchittas are there. For something, do with the 4 files on the 4th side, under hot sun, stand on 1 leg and do the mantra japam. So like that, Prayashchittams are there. So you have to do Prayashchittam or Danam or Homam or Japam, and you have to wipe out your karma. That means 1 file at a time you will record, and you have to do it and wipe it, and next file record and do it. Okay? You have 1,000 births worth of Sanchita karma waiting for you. In this birth, in Bhakti Yoga, by doing the Japam, Danam, Homam, you could wipe out 100 births of karma. That means there is still 900 more births of karma. So what will happen to you? You did not pass the exam. You are not a fail. You are not a failure, but you did not pass. What did Krishna say? Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Prashto Vijayate. Next time you will be born in a religious family or an orthodox family. And you don't start from zero. You already wiped out 100 births. So you will start. This birth you came to 42% of perfection. You don't start from zero. Next birth you start from 43rd percentile. And again you have to continue. And you wiped out, say, another this time, another 700 births of karma. You still have 100 births of karma, Sanchita karma. When you come to 90% perfection and miss moksha, you know what Krishna says? Adhava yogina meva kule bhavati dhimatam. You will be born in the family of great yogis. If he has to learn swimming, he has to go to a swimming pool, talk to an instructor. Sir, I will pay you $100 an hour. Can you teach me swimming? It will take 1 month for him to swim. Learn from me. Suppose he is born as a fish. Fish will not go to instructor and say, I'll give you $100 an hour. The minute it is born, you're okay? The minute you are born, it will just move and then it will start swimming. Adhava yoginameva, that will be your last birth in Bhakti Yoga. And still you are subject to Antakale Chamameva. Because you are born in the family of yogis, it has become so much accustomed to you will get. Whereas Sharanagati is called Marjala Kishoranyayam. Look at a kitten and a cat. The cat with its sharp teeth can catch a rat, tear open its stomach and eat. But the newborn kitten, just submit yourself totally to the mother. It is the mother cat's responsibility to hold the kitten so gently and to transport from here to there. That is where Krishna says, Aham smarami madbhaktam. The burden of your transportation from here to Vaikuntham is not with the baby kitten, he is with the mother cat. Got it? That is the only advantage of Sharanagati. In Bhakti Yogam, unless you think of Hari Hari, Antakara Harinama Smriti no moksha. In Sharanagati, even if you don't think of, like a Marjala Kishoram, the mother will think of the kitten and will help you to attain salvation. When such a wonderful thing Sharanagati is there, this Varaha Swamy, Bhudevi is the one, because second offense you cannot commit after Sharanagati is Bhagavata Apacharam. Means, if suppose you do Sharanagati, your husband also does Sharanagati. But as wife and husband, sometimes there will be arguments. There will be bitter fights. You how much, what the hell you are talking. And if in an uncontrollable state, somebody may use even very bad words, you may be hurt. But if the other person who did Sharanagati like you, if they shed tears, our Sharanagati is gone. Even if it is a wife and husband, if it happens, before the day ends, either the wife or the husband who offended must go and say, sorry, forgive me. I am unable to control my anger. I am trying my best, forgive me. I don't hate you, I made a mistake, I hurt you, sorry, forgive me. They must ask for forgiveness. Hello, not only for wife and husband, even for the child also. Yes, as a mother, sometimes you discipline the child. Sometimes as a mother, you slap him. It is only for his own interest. But still, if he cries, before the day ends, you must go to him and say, sorry, I don't hate you. I could not control my anger. I could have simply given you simple punishment, but I slapped you. I'm sorry. You cried. Don't keep it in the mind.
Naren, I have a question, Swami. Does that apply to children?
That applies to children. Of course, you are a child and your mother is grown up.
No, does it apply if, like, a child hits a Bhagavata?
You are a Bhagavata. The minute you do a Sharanagati, everyone is a Bhagavata. Prahlada is 5 years old, you are 8 years old, you are too old. Prahlada is a Bhagavata even when he was 5. Dhruva is a Bhagavata when he was 5. Okay? Hiranyakashipu says, Pancha Sharad Vayaskudavu Baruda Vinsukudamanevu. Are a Lilliput fellow? You are not even 5 years old? Where did you get this kind of Haribhakti? Even Hiranyakashipu himself says. Dhruva is 5 years old. For a Bhagavata, age is not the limit. Age is not the criteria.
Yes, but like, what if the child hits another child who
did Sharanagati? Is that what you are saying? Oh, you did Sharanagati, your sister did Sharanagati, and while playing or something, you hit her or you beat her. It's okay. If she cries, even you should go and tell your sister before the day ends.
Other way around.
Other way around.
If she hits him,
bring her and tell her. She must say, I'm sorry. I made a stupid mistake. Please forgive me. I don't hate you. I have a bad temper. She must say, I'm sorry. Even for children. A Bhagavata is a Bhagavata irrespective of age. And that is what we are coming. Because when Brahma started creating, when Brahma started creation, Brahma, the first people create. Hey Moksha, come here. Come here. Right time. Are you beating Mukund? Are you shouting at Mukund? Are you slapping Mukund? Okay. Suppose you beat Mukund, okay? Suppose you slap Mukund. You must say after that, I'm sorry, okay? Alright? Say sorry to Mukund. Will you say sorry to Mukund? You must say, okay? If you beat Mukund any time, hey Dhatri, you also. You had Sharanagati. Your brother also had Sharanagati, okay? If you beat them, you slap them, okay? You fight with them, you must say sorry, okay? You must say sorry, okay? Okay, Moksha? Will you say sorry to Mukund? Will you say sorry to Mukund?
Yes. Say yes.
Good boy, good girl. So now, when Brahma created, he first 4 people created are called the Sanat Kumaras. Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Sujata. The 4 Kumaras. They did not want to fall into family life. The minute they are born, they completely detached themselves. They wanted to go and serve Srimad Narayana and Vaikuntha. They accepted the form of 5-year-old boys. Digambaras, no clothes even on their body. 5-year-old boys. Went all the way to Vaikuntha. Now comes Sapta Prakara Madhye Sarasija Mukulodbhasamane Vimane. Sapta Prakara Madhye. Vaikuntham has a Sapta Prakaras. 7 compound walls. 6 compound walls they crossed. Nobody objected. But they were there in the last compound, 7th one. The gatekeepers Jeeyar and Vijaya objected to their going inside. Hey Mukund, are you listening? The 4 Kumaras are there like 5-year-olds. But they are the gatekeepers of Vaikuntha. So what? They objected to their going. And the 4 Kumaras said, you are unfit to be here. Go and take birth on the planet Earth. Got it? So if you do Bhagavata Apachara, consequences can be catastrophic. It doesn't matter whether the Bhagavata is a 5-year-old or not. So here comes the question. Sri Vaikuntham is always in Shuddha Sattvam. Everybody is in a pure state. Then how come the gatekeepers objected to? That is where our Purvacharyas have given. There are the actual Vaikuntham, the head office Vaikuntham is called Karana Vaikuntham, which is beyond the Brahmaloka. And that Vaikuntham, if you go, Yad Gatva Nanivartante Tadhama Paramam Mama Brahma Bhuvana Lokan Puraravartinorjuna Mamupekchita Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vijyate. If you go to that Vaikuntham, Karana Vaikuntham, head office Vaikuntham, everybody is Shuddha Sattvam, there is no question of return. But there is another one called Karya Vaikuntham, like a branch office Vaikuntham. That is a policy making, decision making office. This is executive office, how to put it execution. So, Brahmalokam, there are 14 worlds in this Brahmandam. 7 are called the Urdhvalokas. Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Suvarloka, Mahatloka, Tapoloka, Janaloka, Brahmaloka. 7 are the Adholokas. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Vasatala, Mahatala, Patala Lokas. So in the 14 worlds, life is there existing as Yaksha, Kinnara, Garuda, Gandharva, Kimpurusha, Naga, Panaga. So, in Brahmalokam, the highest in the material world in the Prakriti Mandalam, divided into 3 sectors. Sector A, Brahma for creation. Sector B, Srimad Narayana for maintaining these universes is there as Vishnu Tattvam. And that is called Karya Vaikuntham. That is where people go. Because if you go to that Karana Vaikuntham, everything is of Shuddha Sattvam. So there is nobody saying that you are a 5-year-old boy, you are not having admission here. There is nothing like that. That is why when Durvasa Maharshi offended Ambarisha in Bhagavatam, he went to Narayana. If Brahma could not protect, Shankara could not protect, he went to Narayana, Vishnu. Vishnu said, I cannot protect you. How can I survive? Go and fall at the feet of Ambarisha. If you go to that Vaikuntham, why coming back to Ambarisha? And having done Bhagavata Pracharam, how can you go to that Vaikuntham? So what all these people went is only to the Karya Vaikuntham in sector B of Brahmaloka. And that is where still even Brahma is there in Rajoguna. So the gatekeepers are no exception. So they were given the option. 7 lives as devotees of Narayana to come back to their service. 3 lives as enemies of Srimad Narayana and to come back. Even though they made a mistake, they have some common sense. We cannot wait for 7 births. We'll be rather your enemies and come back. After 3 births itself to serve you. Good. With only one stipulation. They begged Mahavishnu. Every time we become the demons, you must come and kill us. We want to die in your hands only. Granted. So that is how their first birth is Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. And Bhagavan has to take 2 incarnations, Varaha and Nrsimha. Their second birth, Ravana and Kumbhakarna. Bhagavan has to take just 1 incarnation, Rama, to wake them out. Their third birth, Shishupala and Dantavatra. Shishupala and Dantavatra. Bhagavan has to come as Krishna. Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, so powerful. 2 incarnations. Ravana, Kumbhakarna. Ravana is dominant, Kumbhakarna has become negligible. Shishupala and Dantavatra. Many people don't even know Dantavatra. Very insignificant. But one is powerful. Even Shishupala is not that powerful. But still. So, yesterday somebody was asking, ఈ రోజు వీళ్ళందరూ ఎందుకు రాలేదు కృష్ణ నాకు తెలియదనుకోవద్దు తెలుసు కదా ఇవాళ శివరాత్రి అందరూ శివుడి గురించి పడుకుంటారు ఇక్కడికి వస్తే నో శివ నో గణపతి రైట్ శరణాగతి మీన్స్ నో శివ నో గణపతి నో సాయిబాబా నో అయ్యప్ప నో నవగ్రహస్ సో we can go to Bhagavatam tomorrow. Today is Shivratri, very good. Because unfortunately మీకు తెలిసినమ్మా శివుడికి పూజ చేస్తే మోక్షం కాదు శివలోకమే వస్తుంది శివలోకం. When we were young, we were taught all these prayers. Even in Shiva Panchakshari, Nagendra Haraya Locanaya Pasmangaraya Maheshwaraya, it only says Shivalokam avapnoti Shivena sahamodate. They will only get Shivalokam. Yes, that is what Krishna says. Yanti Devavrata Deva with நீங்க என்ன படிச்சிட்டீங்க ஏம்மா இவட நல்ல பொண்ணு ஏம்மா இத்தனை நாள் என்னை பார்க்காம இருந்தீங்க இருந்தா நான் அப்போவே சொல்லியிருப்பேனே படிச்சு முட்டாளுனே ஆமா ஆமா அவர் சொல்லிதான் கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கிட்டீங்க அவர் சொல்லிதான் அமெரிக்கா வந்தீங்க இது சப்போஸ் is it your first child suppose this lady already has a little girl. Suppose this girl becomes Emma, this girl becomes say 20 years old and you are insisting with your husband, come on, go and look for a nice match, we should get her married. Your husband tells Vedanta. What is there in our hands? When Krishna wills, the son-in-law will come searching for our daughter. He will say, you know what he will say? Stop all this Vedanta. First go and look for a Emma.
We did not go that long, Swamy. Now also he says for each and everything he says the same thing.
For Krishna.
If he is willing to give, he will give. What will we do? That's what he says.
Then you do one thing. You don't prepare dinner tonight. He'll come and say, I'm hungry. Then you give the same Vedanta. What is it? My cooking, my giving. If he wills, he will send. Immediately, okay? Krishna will send prasadam. Krishna will send prasadam if you are there at that level of perfection. Why? How do you know that? Kuratalvan is the best example. Okay, Kuratalvan, when he was there in Srirangam, millionaire those days,
Yes.
feeding thousands of people in Kanchipuram, left everything, literally Vinchavrati, begging for that 1 meal a day. Raining, pouring down, he could not go out for begging. 12 noon, Ranganatha's bells are ringing, means when they are offering afternoon bhogam, they will ring the bells. Kuratalvan's wife got so mad at Ranganatha. Dedicated wife, her husband is starving. You know what? Her husband has a lot of sense of humor. Her husband Kuratalvan has a lot of sense of humor. You know what he did? Raining, no food, don't go outside. You know what he did? He did Aradhana, Salagram Aradhana, took Tirtham, gave Tirtham, and after doing Aradhana, we having Tulasi. He took one Tulasi and he gave one Tulasi. You know what he said? He came to his wife and to console her. You see, I already had Tulasi. It is almost like taking my tambulam, Vetalapatu, after this thing. He opened his mouth and asked her, do you think my tongue is red? Just a sense of humor so that the wife will not feel bad that husband did not eat. So he said, you see how Krishna has provided. I think this Tulasi is exactly like tamburam. I think, can you see my tongue is red or not? She got so annoyed and the bells are ringing. So she said, shame on you, Ranganatha. How could you eat when a pure devotee is starving here? Cell phones are there that time. Wireless communication. Cell phones are there. The message is reached, the message is received. Don't think we are the only smart kids now. Wireless phones, WhatsApp messages. They have their own cell phones. That's it. Ranganatha said, hey, enough. Pack all the prasadam. Go and give it to Kuratalvan. So you don't worry. Hello? Even if you don't make dinner and say, what is there in my hands? If your Krishna wants, he will send you prasadam. Who knows? Krishna will send. If he is there at that level of faith on Krishna, he will send. Right. So, Bhagavatha Pacharam should never be done. And these people committed Bhagavatha Pacharam. And the sector C is for Shankara, for lion, Srushti Sthiti lion. So that is how the Kumaras went only to Karya Vaikuntha. That is why the gatekeepers, otherwise they are Nityashuris. If it is Karana Vaikuntham, they are Nityashuris. Even a Muktatma, liberated soul, will have perfect jnana. So why talk about the Nityashuris like Ananta, Garuda, Vishwaksena, Dwarapalakas, Sudarshana, Panjanya, etc. They are Nityashuris in Shuddha Sattva. They won't object to anyone. So this has to be in Karya Vaikuntha. So in Karya Vaikuntha, they were cursed. Their first birth, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. How did that happen? You know, yesterday one little boy asked, you are talking about rules for eating, rules for living, everything, rules for wearing clothes, rule for shikha, rule for tirman. Is there a rule for sleeping also, he asked. I said, yes, there are rules for sleeping.
Yes, ma'am.
Sunrise time, sunset time, nobody should be sleeping. And more so, no man-woman relationships. Unfortunately, even though they are Mahatmas, Daksha is a Prajapati. Daksha Prajapati had 60 daughters and 13 of them he has given in marriage to another Prajapati, Kashyapa. Kashyapa's first wife, Aditi, all her children became Devatas and one son even became Vamana. Aditi's own sister is a Diti, Daksha Prajapati's daughter. And Diti is the wife of Kashyapa also. And Diti's children became Rakshasas. How come? Husband is the same and these are own sisters. One sister's children became Devatas, another sister's children became Rakshasas. because improper time of conceiving the child. So, what is it we have to learn? If the kids are not listening to us, if the kids are behaving bad, what a Rakshasa! No point in calling him a Rakshasa. It is the parents who are at fault. Exactly. There are no two ways about it. We are all grown-ups. There is nothing to hide over here. It is we, the parents, that are responsible for the kids becoming demoniac in nature, Rakshasa Manastattva. In fact, Kashyapa Prajapati was telling Diti, your very sensual romantic feelings are at an improper time. Improper time. No, it's not good. She won't budge. She wanted to have her husband right then and there. Even she said, generally ladies, if they have an elder sister, they respect the elder sister's husband as brother-in-law. Even Kashyapa said, are you not ashamed? Your sister, namely Sati Devi, Daksha Prajapati's another daughter, Sati Devi. Sati Devi's husband Shankara is there in the evening time, was there going around on the Nandi Vahana. Any idiots having improper male-female contacts at this time, he will punish them. Are you not ashamed of even your brother-in-law doing the sentry job? She won't budge. Then you know what you said? Okay, let Krishna, whatever Krishna wills. So that is where Kashyapa has to budge. And when Kashyapa budged, Diti became pregnant. And afterwards, when her romantic feelings have subsided, Diti realized what a terrible mistake she made. Kashyapa said, past is past, we cannot do anything. You will have 2 sons, and don't worry, they will become unimaginable Rakshasas. Can't stop it. Diti felt so bad about it, so bad. I made a stupid mistake. I don't want to give birth to Rakshasas. She did not give birth to the kids. You know how many days? 10 months itself you feel so bad. You cannot sit, you cannot stand, right? 100 years, Diti did not deliver the babies. I don't want my children to become Rakshasas. Let them be there. And they are growing so big, she cannot even bear the weight. She cannot sit, she cannot lie down, she cannot sleep. Going through unimaginable pain. Kashyapa came and said, what is inevitable, we cannot stop. Why do you suffer? Give birth to them. Yes, your sons will be demons, but you have a consolation. One of your grandsons will be a Parama Bhagavatottama, Prahlada. At least for the sake of that Bhagavatottama, you have to give birth to these kids. Consolation. Ask your parents. Your parents like you. But if the grandchild is born, you are now the background. Their attachment is more to the grandchildren. Correct? Same thing. Diti also. Yes, my kids will be Rakshasas, but at least my grandson will be Parama Bhagavatottama. She gave birth. And when they were born, so many unimaginable bad omens. And those fellows, already they are 100 years old in the womb itself, immediately became gigantic fellows. Went for tapasya. That is when Hiranyaksha, first one to be put out is Hiranyaksha, dumped Mother Earth under the waters, and the whole world was in a chaotic condition. That is when Bhagavan Srihari incarnated as Varaha and lifted Mother Earth on the Varaha's 2 tusks and had a bitter fight with Hiranyaksha. Literally at one point, when Hiranyaksha was fighting with Varaha Swamy invoked his Sudarshana Chakra, But immediately Varaha Swami felt, after all, these are my gatekeepers for so long. After all, these are my gatekeepers. You can have Krishna in your lap of mind. I'll tell you in a minute about that Krishna. So, he did not use the Sudarshana Chakra. He used the Sudarshana Chakra only to cut off the Gada Hiranyaksha was throwing at him. And just with one slap on his temple, he wiped out Hiranyaksha and protected Mother Earth. You know that Krishna that you have in your lap? That Krishna is like a small baby lying down in a banyan leaf, trying to hold his right foot with his left hand and trying to keep in his own mouth. He's called Vatapatra Shai. And there is a wonderful prayer for him. Karara Vindena Padara Vindam Mukhara. I'm just surprised at you. Karara Vindena Mukhara Vindam Karara Vindena Padara Vindam Mukhara Vinde Viniveshayantam Vatasya Patrasya Puteshayanam Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami. When you say anything? Very good, Amma. Very good, Amma. Which place are you from? Back home.
Chennai, Madras.
And who is your Acharya? Very good. You know why I am asking? Vatapatra Shai, nobody bothered. He's also have another name, Santana Gopala Krishna. And that Santana Gopala Krishna is very captivating name. Over there, actually he is a junior Krishna. You know what, did you ever come to New York, Amma?
No, Swami. Not yet.
We have a, what shall I say, 100% Sri Vaishnava temple. No Kshudra Devatas. Okay, and we follow strictly Nadaivam Desika Param. In fact, the temple is built because the 44th Adagya Singer of Ahobilamattam, who built the Rajagopal, he asked us to build. Ladies are very fond of gold. Nobody wants to throw away gold. But you know, 1 gram, 2 grams, small earrings, small rings, if they are broken, it costs $100 also to fix it. So what they do? They dump it in the hundi. Nobody drops a diamond necklace or a gold vatan in there. That they will repair. But the small 1 gram, 2 grams, 1 gram, 2 grams. After a couple of years, we had this many pieces. So we melted them and made a kilogram of gold Krishna Vigraha. As usual, nobody bothered about Vatapatra Shai. Santana Gopala Krishna they started. So in the past 9 years, I used to conduct that puja, Santana Gopala Krishna puja. 99% guaranteed they got children. 99%. Means not that 10 people did, 9 people got children. 400 people would have done. And 396 of them got children. Only 4 people didn't get. And some of them, 5 years after marriage, no children. 10 years after marriage, no children. And some people, 3 ladies, 18 years after marriage, no children. Age 23 and 18, age 41, they did. They became pregnant. Age 42, they delivered. Even medically speaking, beyond age 40, first time pregnancy, probability kids may have autism, Down syndrome, but they got wonderful kids. And some of them not even ordinary pregnancies. At least 20% of them in vitro fertilizations. And a few of them surrogate mothers. Even IVFs, 3 times, 4 times, body rejects. They come and do the puja. After that, the body accepts the implant. So one of those people, that lady said, Swamiji, whether you believe it or not, a woman is the worst enemy of another woman. Correct or not? She said, 10 years marriage, no children. Daughter-in-law is at fault. My mother-in-law is also a woman. 10 years, no children. No mother will ever think, could there be a problem with my son? No children, daughter-in-law is at fault. So, she made all arrangements for my husband to leave me. She got another girl ready to get married. At that stage, I did this puja, I got children. Now I am the princess in the house. The same mother-in-law who wanted to get rid of me. Now she says, you sit down, I'll take care of the child. You sit down, I'll bathe the baby. You sit down, I'll change the diapers. You sit down, I'll feed the baby. All because of the children. Another lady said, you cannot take that Krishna from the temple when you go outside for pujas. There are many people like me without children. Whatever it costs, I'll make a replica of the same Krishna in the same gold. You know, in New York we have a lot of mental people. I don't know, Washington, Virginia area. New York we have a lot of mental people. You know what she did? She spent $70,000 and bought 1,080 grams of gold and made that Krishna and said, wrap in your saffron cloth, take him wherever you want, do pujas. In the good olden days, they used to weigh gold in tulam. Tulam means 10 grams. Here you go by ounce 31 grams. There tulam means 10 grams. So, that goldsmith said, Krishna, 108 names Ashtotaram. So why not you do with 108 tulam? So 1080 grams. Then another lady said, Swamy, not only children. After children, we need more money also to take care of the children. So whatever it takes, I'll make a gold replica of the same Mahalakshmi we have in the temple. Take wherever they want you to do. Then another lady, not only boys, we need a girl also. So instead of Santana Gopala, in addition to Santana Gopala Krishna, I will make a Santana Lakshmi Vigraham also. That's how we got all those things. And you wait for another 4 months. They are trying to get the remaining 6 Mahalakshmis also. Come on, our Supreme Lord Krishna should be there with all Ashtalakshmis. Lot of paityam in America. Hey, what is the time now? Shall I stop here or because she is...
8:50.
You want to?
Hey ma, what are your questions, ma?
So I have a question. When a Jivatma attains moksha and we go to Vaikuntha, does the Atman become a Shuddha Sattva? Does the Atman gain a Shuddha Sattva nature? Like what happens to the Rajogunam and the Tamogunam?
Oh, I see. Even before going to Vaikuntham, the minute the Jivatma leaves this body, there is a path that the Jivatma takes called the Archidadi Margam. As your Atma has left the body, it is escorted by Devi Devatas, including the highest level of Devatas, Varuna, Indra, Brahma himself. Until then, within our body, we have 3 entities. Sthula Shariram, the 5 feet 8 inches, 200 pounds body. At the time of death, the body falls down here. Sukshma Shariram, our 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, and the mind that controls them. 11 of them put together Sukshma Shariram, subtle body. And the soul. It is the soul along with the subtle body that leaves. You need the senses because they have to recognize, oh, Indra is escorting me now. Varuna is escorting me. Brahma is escorting me. Until Brahma Lokam, Brahma can come. Beyond Brahma Lokam, even Brahma cannot come. So once your Jivatma crosses Brahma Lokam, escorted by Brahma at the highest level, then Vishnu Dutas, Amanavas, they come and escort you. Before they start making their move, they will take, there is a special river called Viraja. Viraja. In Viraja, your Jivatma along with the subtle body takes a bath. When you take a bath in Viraja, even the subtle body falls down. Because the subtle body made up of the 10 senses in the mind, here summer, 12 noon, even one sun you cannot see with your eyes. Come back to Krishna. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavet Yogapadudhita. when Sriman Narayana in Sri Vaikuntham is dazzling with the brilliance of 1,000 suns, how can you look at Narayana? Whereas in Vaikuntham, Tad Vishnoh Paramam Padagam Sada Pashyanti Suraya. Constantly they have to look at, they will be looking at Sriman Narayana. Your senses cannot even look at one sun. So how can you look at somebody who is dazzling with 1,000 suns brilliance? So the minute you take a dip there, bath there, even your Sukshma Sharira will fall down and you get a Divya Shariram, divine body with the divine senses. The divine senses that can see Sriman Narayana. That is why Krishna says, Natumam Shakyase Drashtum Anenaiva Svachakshusha Divyam Dadamite Chakshuhu. Only with the divine eyes you can see my Vishwarupam Arjuna. I'll bless you with your regular eyes of flesh and blood you cannot see. Divine eyes. So when you take a bath in Viraja, you get divine senses and you get a divine body, Divya Deham. So with the divine senses and Divya Deham, your Jivatma in pure Shuddha Sattvam enters Vaikuntha. As you enter, by the time you step into Vaikuntham, until the time you reach Sriman Narayana, time is static. It will be years and years, but time is static. Because Geetangal Padinar, Padangal Kaduvinar, Geetangal Padinar. So when you go there, it is a celebration in Vaikuntha. It is like a, what do you call, gated community. In a gated community here, when a new tenant comes, all the tenants will go and welcome them. Come to our house, have a cup of coffee, come to our house, have some dinner. Same thing. Everyone already there in Vaikuntham, they come to welcome you. Have you done Bhakti Yogam? Have you done Sharanagati? Who is your Acharya? How could you come? Just they will be just washing your feet, welcoming you at every stage. Finally, after completing the formalities of hospitality with all the Mukta Jivatmas, your Jivatma will go to your Acharya first. Because the Jivatma is having divine senses, they can recognize, even though the Acharyas are there in their Divya Dehams. So you go and prostrate to your Acharya. From your Acharya, Lakshmi Natha Samarambham, Natha Yamana Machamam, Asmad Acharya Paryantam. So from your Acharya, all the way up to Mahatma Desika, to Bhagavad Ramanuja, to Yamunacharya, to Natha Muni, from Natha Muni to Nammalvar, Nammalvar to Vishwaksena, Vishwaksena to Mahalakshmi. That is where in the Sharanagati Sampradaya, Mahalakshmi receives this Jivatma. When are you expecting?
Actually, we have to go on Monday to the hospital.
For delivery?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that Monday. Very good. Today is Friday. So you are expected it is Monday.
They've asked to come. They've asked me to come for the
regular delivery or they have to do C-section?
No, they've told regular delivery, but they want to give some medicines to make sure that the baby comes out.
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Why I am asking is, when the baby is born, the proud mother will present the baby to the father. Exactly the same thing. The proud mother Mahalakshmi is so excited that her child has finally come back to her and will present the Jivatma to Bhagavan. That is when Narayana accepts you and calls Vishwaksena and says, Vishwaksena, new arrival. Vishwaksena says, yes sir, his gold palace, his retinue, everything is ready sir, everything is taken care of sir. Even before you go, what is $1 million house? Vaikuntham, gold palaces, gold flooring, gold furniture. Unfortunately, people are not aware of Vaikuntha. So, you will enjoy Vaikuntha there. Then Srimad Narayana says, Vishwaksena, in the Anubhavam of Parabrahma's Anandam, Brahmanandam, there should be no difference between Nityashuris or the already arrived people, Muktatmas, and the new arrival. The only difference is, some people are eternally here, Nityashuris. Some people arrived yesterday, day before. This Jivatma arrived today. Other than the time of arrival difference, there should be no difference in the Brahmanubhavam. Vishwaksena, yes sir, made all arrangements. But you cannot replace Nityashuris. You cannot say, Garuda, you have been carrying Narayana for so long, why don't you take a vacation and I will carry you? You cannot do that. But when Garuda is carrying Narayana, whatever happiness Garuda gets, you will also get the same thing. That means getting a baby without going through the labor pain. Getting all that benefit without actually doing, that is the greatness of Vaikuntha. You cannot tell Adisesha, you have been a bed for Narayana for so long. Don't you think you will get what do you call it? Bed sores. You know bed sores, right?
Yes.
Constantly if you keep lying down. So don't you think Narayana would have got bed sores? Now maybe you may have bed sores. Why don't you take a break? Take a 1 week vacation. You cannot replace Adisesha, you cannot replace Garuda. But whatever happiness Adisesha gets when Bhagavan is either sitting or relaxing, you will also get the same happiness. Whatever happiness, Garuda is called Narayana Padakana Kinkana. Means when Narayana has to direct Garuda, go make a right, make a left, Bhagavan will tap on the right and the left, etc. Same thing. So whatever exhilarating feeling Garuda gets when Bhagavan is sitting on his back, you also get the same Anubhavam without even you carrying Narayana. So in the Brahmanubhavam, there is practically no difference between a new arrival or already arrived Jivatmas or the eternally existing Nityashuris. So you don't have to worry. When you go there, you will have, except 4 things, you will be exactly like Narayana. Except 4 things, you will have that Ananta Jnanam, Ananta Anandam, everything you will have. What are the 4 things? Mahalakshmi will not come and sit on your chest, so you will not have Srivatsam, that permanent impression. Number 1. Number 2, you can never become Mahalakshmi's husband. Number 3, you cannot create universes like Srimad Narayana. Jagat Srushti. Number 4, you cannot give moksham to other Jivatmas like Srimad Narayana. Other than these 4, you are 96% Narayana. Only these 4 things you don't have.
Swamiji, when our divine parents wants us back to them as their own kids, why are they allowing all Jivatmas into this Leela Vibhuti in the first place?
What is it? When your divine parents are?
When our divine parents like us to or wants us to.
Because it is they are asking, but your karma is there stopping you. It is your karma. Okay? And you have no choice except to go through your prarabdha karma in this life and sanchita karma for the next 1,000 lives. If you are practicing bhakti yoga, they enjoy doing bhakti yoga, they are okay to wait for so many births to get Vaikuntha. But those people who cannot wait even one more birth, they do Sharanagati. So why, even though the divine parents are expecting us, are craving to have us, why we are still here? Your prarabdha karma, your karma is there, your karma is so strong. Either you have to go through the karma or somebody has to say, wiped out. And that's what they do when you do Sharanagati. Narayana. Next question. I'm happy I could see you. And
Definitely.
I will get your number and anyway, I think Monday when you deliver the baby, I will be here Monday also. Monday and Tuesday also. Of course you cannot come, but I'm happy you are very mobile and you are moving. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
They both are doctors.
Yes, sir?
They both
They
are
both are
doctors.
doctors.
Hello. You two are doctors. Do I have to explain you one simple thing? Being, what's your specialty?
I'm actually a cancer specialist.
Emma?
Cancer specialist.
Oh, I see. Oncology or
Hematology.
hematology? What about you, sir?
Hematologist.
Both are hematology. You know why I said all the more reason? Do I have to tell you, hey, Mukund?
Mukund.
Hey, junior doctor. What will happen if they don't do Sharanagati?
They'll go through Garbha.
That's it. Garbha Narakam. Do I have to tell you, when the fetus is there floating in the amniotic fluids, the fetus urinates and it gets mixed with the amniotic fluids and it goes into your mouth. Floating in the amniotic fluids, with your own urine mixed with the amniotic fluids and you're going into your mouth.
What is this?
The fetus, embryo sac, sandwiched between the bladder and rectum. You know the contents of bladder and rectum. Sandwiched between bladder and rectum. You know anatomy, right? I don't have to teach you anatomy. Sandwiched between bladder and rectum, floating in the amniotic fluids, mixed with your own urine going to your mouth. After death, we can go to Narakam, Yamadharmaraja, and Kumbhipaka Narakam or Auravada Narakas, we can tolerate. But according to even Kulasekara Alvar, Garbha Vasadi Dukkham, Garbha Narakam is the most unbearable hell for a Jivatma. Anyway, since we have only 2 days,
No, Swami. For us, sometimes we need the sort of kick in the back, so to speak, for us to
no,
do
what
things.
I'm saying is, no, I'm not saying anything. But if you want, you can do Sharanagati tomorrow itself. But what I'm saying is, all these people, you know, in New Year, they bring children, 6 months old babies. In fact,
Srita for 6 months.
in fact, there is a little girl here. She had Sharanagati when she was 6 months old baby.
5 months, 5 days.
Huh?
5 months, 5 days.
Actually, 5 months, 5 days. In fact, in New York, they brought the baby on the 11th day, some people. The parents felt, we love this baby, but we don't want this baby to go through Garbha Narakam again. Do Sharanagati. As long as we can, we bring up like a Vaishnava. Afterwards, Narayana will take care of. Then I told them, 11th day only, we didn't give water. After Sharanagati, I had to give Tirtham, Perumal Tirtham, and Padaka Tirtham. Suppose the child gets some cold or something, you will unnecessarily feel bad. Why don't you wait for 5 months and 5 days? So that 6th month, the 6th day, you can do Annaprashanam, you'll give a glass of water. Now that you have given and the baby took the water, come the next day we will do. That's it. They will wait only for 5 months, 5 days. 6th month, 6th day, Annaprasana. Next day, sir, Annaprasana is done. Baby drank water. No problems. No sneezing. No cold, no cough. Do Sharanagati. Paityam is different. Very nice.
Okay, sir.
Amma, you take care of yourself.
Okay.
I know you are a doctor, but still, 2 days before delivery, coming and bending is not easy. Hello, போதும் நாலு வாட்டி போக வேண்டாம். இப்போவே ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் போக வேண்டியது. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So, being doctors, how come you did not realize Purva Janma Krutam Papam Vyadhi Rupena Badhitaha? Yeah. Very nice. Okay, give those percent. Nare. So you are friends with them, or you call them, or how did they come to know?
They all
friends.
yes, Swamiji, friends.
Amma, have some fruits, Amma.
Mukund?
Yeah, uncle ji percent dulu, Amma. Baca na. Nare.
again also.
I know, but it's a long time I have seen. I don't know your
COVID
face very
அப்புறம்
well.
வந்து
Because I saw you. Very nice.
ஞாபகம் ரெண்டு பொண்ணு வருவாங்க. எல்லாரும் 4 பேரும் வருவோம் அதே வருஷத்துக்கு வந்து.
That's very nice. Bring them forward.
கொஞ்சம் டான்ஸ் போகலாம் இருக்கா.
Very nice.
Yeah. We'll see how things go because she's just coming tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I
So
know.
we have to go pick her up and she needs to come. That's why we, as much as possible,
Take some prasad. Yeah, the officer. ಮೋಕ್ಷ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಪಾಠ ಪಡ್ತಾವ
ಮೋಕ್ಷದ
ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಪಾಠ ಪಡ್ತಾವ
ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಪಾಠ
ಕೂರ್ಚೋ
ರಾಮ ಕೋದಂಡ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಪಟ್ಟಾಭಿ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ
ರಾಮ ಸೀತಾಪತಿ ರಾಮ ನೀವೇ ಗತಿ ರಾಮ ನೀವು ಮೃಕ್ಕಿತಿ ರಾಮ ನಿಚೆ ಜೆ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ರಾಮ ನೀ ಕೆಮರು ಜೋಡು ರಾಮ ಕ್ರೀಗಂಡ ಜೋಡು ರಾಮ ನೀನು ನೀವಾಡು ರಾಮ ನಾಟೋ ಮಾತಾಡು ರಾಮ ನಾಮ ಮೇರು ರಾಮ ಚಿಂತನೆ ಚಾರು ರಾಮ ನೀವು ನನ್ನೇರು ರಾಮ ರಾಯರೇ ಚಾರು ರಾಮ ನಾ ಕೊಕ್ಕ ಮಾಟ ರಾಮ ನಾ ಕೊಕ್ಕ ಮೂಟ ರಾಮ
Rama Revanchalenu, Rama Yandadainu, Rama Ayadalenu, Rama Viraja Raja, Rama Mudajika Raja, Rama Bhakta Samaja, Rakshika Tyaga Raja, Rama Kodanda Rama, Rama Kalyana Rama, Rama Pattabhi Rama, Rama Ramaya Rama, Rama Kodanda Rama, Rama Kalyana Rama, Rama Pattabhi Rama, Rama Ramaya Rama.
యా ఆ అమ్మాయి మోక్షం నోట్లో పెట్టుకుంటుంది, ఆ కింద పడ్డదని ఇన్ఫెక్షన్ వస్తుందని చెప్పి ఏదో నోట్లో పెట్టుకుంటాడు, పారేయమ్మా. డోంట్ కీప్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద మౌత్. వెరీ గుడ్ అయ్యా, వెరీ గుడ్. నువ్వు పాఠం నేర్చుకుంటున్నావా? వెరీ గుడ్.
భగవద్గీత అయిన తర్వాత పాడాలని
వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నాను.
నేర్చుకున్నాను.
9:50. ఓకే, కాసేపు భగవద్గీత వాళ్ళ క్లాస్ చేస్తారు, తప్పకుండా చర్చ చేయడం. విల్ బి హ్యాపీ.
Thank you all for joining, Amma. See you tomorrow. Narayana. Vedanta Desika Brindam Narayana Kripavishittam Sri Radhabodham Sri Krishna Desika Maham Prapadye Srimade SriKrishna Desika Mahadesikaya Namah. Asmat Gurubhyo Namah. Asmat Paramgurubhyo Namah. Asmat Sarvagurubhyo Namah. Asmat Acharya Tiruvele Saranam.